Yo, yo, yo. Minute late, are we? How dare I? How dare I be a minute late? So, who do we already have popping in here? Let's see. We have a Moonless Knight. We have Just a Cloud. We got Henrik. We got Trunk. We got Fractal, Wiseman, Domo. Let's see. Yeah, hey, yo, Blurb, Ranta Panthers, Gaming Zone, Kinlan, Joseph Duran. Yep, Vrain. INW, George Glass. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yo, MX0670, Blurb, Zook, Jubifier, Jonathan, Mukahid, Alex Kio, Eternal Lemzi, Onaba, Belush, Tamtam, Hildebrand 101. Appreciate it. Yo, San, what's up? Cosmic Soul. Welcome, welcome. Realm. Man knows what we want. Exactly. Drokino Black, Nagara, Lehaza, Lady Vala. Welcome, welcome. Lar. Oi, oi, oi. Lal Ramlung Buana Khma. I don't know. I hope I really didn't butcher it too bad. Yep. Love Linley, Dark Lord, Durets, Einstein, whatever. Fear Poseidon, more Final Fantasy 14. Canoro, X-Vero, it's Jello. I read it right? Oh, that's good. That's good. Jojo and signs that I can't read. Summer Devil. Genova Cutie. Geneva Cutie. Zaylu. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, people. So, quick on the Norman numerals. It took a little too long. I wasn't quite sure if it was Final Fantasy 14 or 15. But yeah, first, we actually have a little bit of something special. And that is, some of you were like, it could be a little awkward for your hand if you keep standing and then keep your hand rested in the same position. So, excuse me, because for the first time in my life, we are using you could say a drawing tablet, a pen. So now I have like two input ways, and it's been a while since I had a pen in my hand, probably like 2 or 3 years. So if we are doing a bit of misclicking or a little slow, you'll have to excuse that. It's legit my first time using it. But yeah, so we can get used to Chaos Zero. We are actually going to be playing battle missions. Battle missions, we have like 20 of those stacked up from the policies. So we're going to start in with some battle missions to get some nice easy cash, get some nice big Yuki numbers. And I guess another feature, I don't know if I'll use it much, but it will exist for all the intents and purposes. And that is the ability for me to do something like this. Like, this has some very interesting shenanigans. Like, for example, you see this? Let me see, is it actually showing? No, it's not. Let me fix that up real quick. Ta-da. The pen is mightier than the sword. It better be. So we put chat over here. Pen, let's see, is it working? It should be. Ah, it is. Ha! Ta-da! So, as you can spot, we can now do fancy things, like talk about HP. Make it very clear what we're talking about. Like, for example, you see this? This right here is Orlea. Ignore that, right? But we can do a lot of fancy shit now. And we can make it very clear what we want to talk about. But no. We have a battle to play. So let's get to it. Yeah, it's Orlea. I know, it's crazy, right? Like, you wouldn't have thought that'd be possible. Can you push difficulty 11? I mean, we'll be playing 10. I'm quite confident in getting to the boss. And the last time we made it to the boss on stream, we were like 400 HP off. So I think we can probably make it to 11, yeah. Actually revolutionary. Yep, 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of try and get into my groove by us doing the battle missions, so that we can start confidently into the chaos. So Yuki's tier 0 now. I doubt it. I would give her like a tier 1, like comfortable tier 1, and depending on what kind of deck shenanigans you pull, like, see, this is the good part. The forbidden cards make Yuki that much stronger, but everybody can be good with forbidden cards, not just Yuki. So it's really more like, can you use this season to get some nice equipment? Like, there is some really, really disgusting forbidden card combos. Like, any combination of a forbidden card with the confiscation card just goes incredibly hard. Bro got godlike memory fragments. I show you mine, yeah. We have some, we get another piece. Like, y'all don't even know about it yet, but we do have a piece that in certain points, you could call it godlike if you wanted to. So yeah, I did not want to actually get us a Swifty there, but we'll be fine. Yeah, it's just gonna take a little longer. Kichi you. Come on. Yo, Owen is insane with the forbidden cards. You know, anybody can be absolutely insane, like mental with the forbidden cards, right? And that's the fun part. Especially because you can just get them back to your hand for every single turn, so long as you pull enough of the confiscations, right? Like, here, look at this. We just played it the last turn. We have a confiscation, and boom, we have the forbidden card in hand. It is, yeah, mental like that. And then we aren't even doing any upgrades. We aren't even doing any funny shenanigans right here. How good is Orlea with Yuki? Orlea, outside of the chaos, Orlea is undoubtedly, no matter which character you play, Orlea is the best damage buffer in the game. Like, undoubtedly, no matter who you play, outside of the chaos, Orlea with a proper vulnerability setup, best damage buffer in the game. Nice. Forbidden Eternal Hunger with precision aim is insane. Yep. Like, there's so many good cards. Yeah, forbidden cards, it's not just luck. Like, for example, I know for a fact that if I see 2 question marks in a row, one of them is going to have a dimensional tunnel, massively increasing my chances of encountering a forbidden card in the first place. So what team do I prefer with Yuki? I'm still running Rei, Mika, Yuki. It just feels more consistent than having someone like an Orlea in Chaos. It is possible to duplicate forbidden cards, but only with the special event, the Orvane. Only with the Orvane event can you actually duplicate forbidden cards. Precision aim is Bug Planet exploration level. Memory encroachment. Yes, memory encroachment is the debuff that you have. Basically, it's the amount of debuffs put into your deck in the final fight during the dimensional tunnel. So it is pretty irrelevant. You can take as many of those as you want. The chances of you actually losing that final encounter are incredibly slim. Oh, it's a Houndmaster. Forbidden cards are guaranteed to be saved, yes. only forbidden cards are the ones that stay at 100% chance no matter your save data cap. So long as your save data cap is higher than 20, right? Our Yuki is level 60. Here, if you wanted to, take a look at our current memory set. This is what we currently have. So we're looking at 488 base attack, 314 attack. And yeah, on 41.2 crit chance, 55% crit damage, 25% of it coming from the set effect. And yeah, so we are running crit damage and order 2-piece or 4-piece 2-piece. Is the new order set best for her now? I think so. I think so. But I haven't actually gone into it and tried to prove it. Like, let me show you some fancy numbers. Everybody likes big numbers, right? Let me show you a let me show you a simulation for the order dungeon. I know it's favorited towards Yuki. Oh, it's an order guy, it's an order dungeon. And we're going to use a bunch of buff cards, but just kind of let me show you a little bit of potential of like making any unit work in the game, right? Even Yuki in a single target scenario. So we're going to get the Sacred Sensor out first. Growth Acceleration on the Softie, so we trigger the vulnerabilities. Get Freezing Blade out of the way for the AoE damage bonus. And then we can get Confiscation, so we get our guaranteed Forbidden card. We can reduce the cost of an attack card by 1. Aggressive Mutant to draw, get some more AP. This is now down to 6 cost. We could attack here already, but we're not actually going to do that. We're actually going to skip a turn. Olea has no partner equipped. That won't be relevant for the fight, luckily enough. So here we can again prepare to subdue. You see the cost is now down to 5 already. Now it's down to 3. Now we can draw one more time. The cost is now down to 2. Yeah, let's see. I don't think we need to do anything else here. Yeah, I think we're fine. So we can just skip one more time. So we have ourselves another Softie. Wasted a bit of the damage bonus, but we're actually still alright. So we do another prepare to subdue. Cost now going down to 2. 1. 0, right? 0 cost. Let's see if we can draw ourselves another damage boost. How much damage are you going to do? 371. We can just use partner to stay alive. Because I don't yet feel like attacking my guy. That's what the next turn is for. Alright, we have our sadism active. We can trigger the Softie twice. We can use confiscation to draw ourselves, the Dark Code, so that the forbidden Ecstasy of Violence gets an additional 100% multiplier. Then we play out the Softies. You know what? No, not quite. We can actually undo that and just trigger the Softies before we play them. Have you cleared 11? No, not yet, but we got close to unlocking it. So obviously we do our Will of Light. Yo, happy reset, people. And then retain here. Retain here. Now we only need to crit. Yep, unfortunately we didn't get our combo off fast enough to get like the full 10,000 damage. But we're still fine. But yeah, there's some funny shenanigans you can do with the Ray and an Olea. Even though you could say, okay, Ray was kind of useless there. What did she really do? You wouldn't be completely wrong. Alright, let's get back into the battle missions. Just so we can kind of warm ourselves up for the chaos. Because honestly, I've stacked up like a ton of battle missions. That we need to go through anyway. So let's chapter 1 and then hard mode. Is this one finished already? No. But this one's finished. Yes. Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy how many resources you get from these battle missions, even though they're like so unassuming. Is the difference between level 50 and 60 that massive that Yuki damage will jump from 300 to 1200? No, it's about having the proper gear. It's about using the damage boosting effects of vulnerabilities, multiplicative, additive damage boni, and yeah, it's just a combination of a bunch of factors. Alright, we have a forbidden ecstasy of violence. We can use the growth. Alright. Let's get rid of one card for snack time. Right here. Draw ourselves another card. Like, look at how fast the cost of this drops. It's kind of crazy. And the ease of getting the card back is disgusting. Yeah, like look at this. One confiscation and boom, the card is back in our hand. Big overkill. Is it better to build my level 20 Rin when you already have a level 50k run? If you want to play Rin, build Rin. If you're looking for like the most efficient, obviously building another Void DPS isn't the most efficient, but then again, it's irrelevant. Like, so long as you're having fun, you can build whoever you want at any time you want, and you will succeed no matter what. Because the moment you stop having fun is the moment you lose. You know what? I think I'm ready. I don't think we need battle missions, so let's go back into the mission. So we will be, again, instead of trying to easy promote, like if I wanted to get to difficulty 11, we could do it easier than this, right? Fury can't rest elite monsters. There's easier ways we could do it, but I kind of want to beat this map. It's also a sweet tier 14, meaning we're getting, or tier 13, meaning on Nightmare mode we're getting tier 14 save data. Food is ready, which is good. So yeah, let's see how we do. Cannot rest will be hard. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying for the stress levels, that's for sure. Okay, decrease max health. See, if this was decrease health, I would consider it. But decreasing max health is just too tough. We can't really afford that. So yeah, we're just gonna go with the extra credits. The convert for efficiency, nah, it would have been defense-based damage. It would have kind of turned into somewhat of a useless card. Can you copy forbidden cards? Yes, but only with the stage event. Okay, we could gamble here. We could convert 3 basic cards into neutral cards. So the only card I would be unhappy with losing is Yuki's 2. Like, if we lose Yuki's 2 cost basic, that'd be the worst thing possible. Alright, Yuki's basic was never that good anyway. I am actually incredibly against it. And that card is absolutely terrible. Getting it with an inspiration is absolutely horrific. And I am very happy that we were able to get rid of it. Our single target damage is going to struggle. That's for sure. Any battle with passion enemies, any battle with red enemies counts as a mutant battle. Yeah, so any red enemies. Alright, prepare to subdue. I mean, the draw 2 is kinda nice, I guess. I'm not quite so sure what we're meant to do with atomic decomposition. Especially because it doesn't do any damage. I mean, I guess it does a decent amount of damage, right? So, better than nothing. Atomic camouflage, yep. How come I can't use the universal ticket certificate for premium manuals? It only allows you to do it when you're close enough to convert into whatever you need. So if, for example, it doesn't show it to you, you just need to farm a bit more until you kind of like hit that conversion threshold. If that makes sense. It's a little clunky, and it would be better if you had like an interface to instantly like swap between, right? But the moment you have enough plus the universals, it's going to like auto convert. And administrator ID. We probably take the credits. Are the red enemies in the event chaos asking for mutant vial conversion straight to remove card? Yes. Yeah, there is passion enemies. It's between the helium, so void and passion are the two enemy types here. Why not fight him? I have no idea what happens if I fight him. What happens if I fight him? No, honest question. What happens if I fight the guy instead? Is aggressive mutant good for Rin and Yuki? Oh, absolutely, 100%. You get the equipment and 40 credits? Okay. I still don't want the equipment though. Best Meilin team if you don't have Veronica. A lot of people are running Meilin, Mika, and the Kalib. That goes quite well. You could try. You could also try. You could try something like an Owen. That is yeah, fantastic epiphany for our strongest card, luckily. It could have gone better, honestly, but it's what it is. We'll be fine. Plus 20 fame memory, yeah, but it's on Ray, right? It's alright. We don't really mind it on Ray. And hey, maybe it actually comes in clutch because it does give us 3 morale, which is okay. Like, getting 3 morale for a 2-cost AoE attack. Is Yuki's E1 worth it? It's not necessary, but it certainly makes her quite a bit stronger. Okay, come on, give me a 6. Okay. That's what we like to see. None of the season cards in here. Like, usually when you go in for like a tenner, they have like around 1 season card in here. Unfortunately, we don't have any. So, I don't know. Maybe we skip? We go with Overwhelm, actually. We're actually gonna go with Overwhelm on Yuki. And see if we can get like a vulnerability epiphany. Do you want to use Yuki's ult when your deck is full or empty? It has to do with your hand. You want to use Yuki's ult when you, number 1, have a draw card in hand. And number 2, have a bunch of Yuki attack cards in hand. Alright, give us draw 2 and 1 damage evade. And here we're just gonna, yeah, redraw. Also, we need the damage tools. We still don't have our damage tools for Yuki, which is a little unfortunate. I hope we get them sometime soon. Mainly through the use of epiphanies. Memory encroachment, what it do? Debuffs at the end of the fight. Alright, so let's draw ourselves a card. Get the overwhelm in. Damage in. Trickery strike as well. Ah, we should have done atomic decomposition first for the morale boost. Whoops. But I think we'll be fine. Yeah, atomic samurai. Indeed. Like One Punch Man. But not One Frame Man though. Okay, we are full health. Are forbidden cards only the ones you can get through the quest in a tunnel? All the other season cards are considered neutrals? Even forbidden cards are considered neutrals, but I wouldn't call them forbidden cards, right? Like all of the season cards are considered neutrals. So, for example, if you want to make the most out of your really strong forbidden cards when they're offensive, make sure you upgrade your basic card potential, or neutral card potential, how we're now calling it, right? So yeah, make sure you do that. Here we can get ourselves some more morale, some healing. Yeah, One Punch Man catching those strays. I mean, they put themselves in a position, didn't they? Alright, give us a nice Yuki card. Okay, draw a card, give me a nice damaging card. It's okay. 6 years for that is diabolical. It's disgusting. It truly is. But at this point, what's even more disgusting is the fact that we're not getting any attack cards. That's truly here the big scam. Do you think Rin, Veronica and Ray is a good comp? So long as your Ray is E2, she can heal you. So long as you build her with a bunch of defense, she can heal you. But the moment you start experimenting there, or you get a little get hit a little too hard in battles, it might turn into a bit of a struggle. Alright, so where are the next question marks? Bottom lane, so I guess we can just stay in the bot. What's the crime was the studio had 9 months? That's way too short. Give me draw 2. Choose one exhaust twice. Probably choose one exhaust twice. Yo, Jade Elemental 11, appreciate it. Thank you very much for becoming a member. You now have access to some funky emotes. I'll update them in the coming days as well. And yeah, appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Which memory fragments you have crit chance on Yuki? All my memory fragments have crit chance. But obviously the main fragment is the necklace, right? The necklace with the 27%. Big damage from the overwhelm. Yo, Kid Magister, what's up? Ooh, we finally got a flash slash. So we're now dealing a bit more damage, which is good. Veronica is not nice to play alone since she can't control who to hit. That's where her E2 comes in, right? The ability to control who to hit with the E2. Alright, come on. Season card. No lead card. No fancy card. I don't think Shell Forming Cell is that good because our defense is so low. We also already have a camouflage. Maybe we go with first aid kit on Mika. It could have some like funny upgrades. Skip or you'll break? Now, so long as I don't put a bunch of cards in my Yuki, we'll be fine. Yes, shield is always based on defense like healing. Alright, nice. We have our draw. We can get our damage in. Come on, big hit. Could have been bigger. We don't have enough. We do have enough AP to cast Camouflage. The reason why we're casting Camouflage, we're standing. The reason why we're casting Camouflage is so we can get the draw 2 next turn. Hopefully to draw more Yuki cards. Is the E1 worth it? Only if you already have it. I don't think I would go out of my way to pull for it as of this moment. Unless you're like a gigantic Yuki fan, right? If you're a big Yuki fan, sure, go for it. If you, I don't know, like the animations, like the sound design, but I don't think it's something I would like straight up recommend, you know? Alright, give me some more morale. This should be some good damage if we can get some crits. Not bad. Ooh, another crit as well. Lab 0 is really easy. I don't know that you can actually change the debuffs. Yep. If you know that you can change the debuffs, things all of a sudden become a lot more manageable, don't they? You observe that attack percent gives more damage compared to elemental damage. You know, I would like to doubt it. Like, there's so many factors factoring into it, but in general, I don't think that should be the case, because it is a separate multiplier, and as you've learned from like any games overall, it's always better to have 2 multipliers rather than 1 big one. Obviously in proportions, right? But yeah, unless obviously the order set counts into the same goblet multiplier, right? I still have no idea if the order damage from the goblet is the same as order damage from the set. Somebody said it's different, somebody said it's the same. What do I know? Okay, what do we have here? 120 times 2, defeat 120 times 2. Yeah. See, this is the problem, right? Especially in the current season of Chaos, there's like, what? 3 or 4 cards that are worth picking up for the plus 80. I don't think Dark Grip I don't think Dark Grip is one of those. Not even on somebody like off DP. I mean, I guess if you had a proper build sub DPS, like for example a Hugo or something, you could put it on the Hugo because he's like separate in his building, but we can't afford that to put that on our Yuki. Or can we? I mean, it is a 1-cost card. We would need to break the enemy first, and due to us not being type effective, us breaking the enemy shouldn't happen that often. How many points do we already have on our Yuki? So let's see. We have double conversion, right? So aggressive mutant is worth 30. Camouflage is worth 30. No. A bit more than that anyway. Or I guess a bit less. We haven't yet removed Longsword Slash. So we turned the shield. We turned the 2-cost. We have an Overwhelm in here already. Our cap is 160. No, my idea was to just take it just to beat the boss. Because I'm not expecting to build a deck that is worth anything, right? Because for example, we haven't found a forbidden card yet. But yeah, just for all intents and purposes, it's definitely better for us to stay away from that card. I think the point of monster cards right now is just to help clear the chaos. Exactly. But then again, what if you keep it and it takes away everything out of your deck just to make space for the monster card, right? That'd be like the biggest... It's defeat, not ravage. That's the same thing. Defeat and ravage is the same thing. It's just not something they fixed translation-wise yet. It's still gonna be on break rather than on kill. Did they just increase our cost? So many sneaky people. Big damage. Yeah. Yeah? It's on kill, are you sure? You know, I would like to doubt that, but I guess I'll trust you. Why not? Which potential for Yuki? Unique potential. Undoubtedly unique potential, and if you want to, you can also do basic card potential, because the basic card potential helps with getting you started in a chaos early. Ooh, when there are 4 more cards in hand, increase damage by 30. Should be better than our by 12 obsidian sword. We have a lot of credits. We need some good cards from a shop. We truly do. It's a strong card, almost like Shy Gardener. Yeah, but Shy Gardener has 3 or 4 mark, right? Like, one of the reasons why Shy Gardener does what Shy Gardener does is because it has mark. But hey, I mean, if it's on kill, then that is at least more triggerable. But think about the card in a single target scenario, my guy, okay? Think about it in a single target scenario. Isn't it worse that it triggers on kill than on break in a single target related scenario? Like, I would rather have it trigger on break than on kill, because on kill is completely useless in a single target scenario. Your first tier 10 map fisted you? Understandable. Overwhelm truly is doing things, huh? How does the mark debuff work? The mark debuff is you apply a mark to an enemy, and the character that applied the mark, every time you use an attack card, does an extra attack. You can kind of count it as like a follow-up, and it benefits from extra damage bonuses that you have on gear. You just realized Cassius is fun to play? He is. How's it 1160? Are you on attack percent on Goblet 2? Wait, let's see. I'm on 1160. How are people getting high attack on Yuki? Saw someone with 1k attack plus. I mean, look at our Yuki. Any moment now. Our Yuki is on 982, and 982 is because we are not on an attack goblet, not on an attack 2 set. So the trick here is obviously level 60, but no, it's the zero system bonus. It's the zero system bonus putting in the work, and also having a gear piece, because the gear piece gives you the attack, but also if it has like attack percentage in the substat, that's also a big point. Alright. Okay, we have another overwhelm. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this should be a lot of damage. Hey, all zeros, what's up? You really like how a run can go fantastic and then turn to shit in 1 second? Yeah, that's how it usually goes, huh? Usually it's really just one wrong move, one wrong step, one wrong decision, and you lie dead on the floor wondering what happened. No, see it like this, like the zero system buffs. The zero system buffs are like 60, 70, 80 extra attack. Like, outside of the zero system, we have, I think, like barely 800 on our Yuki, right? Like, outside of a chaos run, we have, I think, 806, and now in a run, we actually have, I mean, you've seen it, right? 982 currently. So, what should we pick? Draw 2 or 2 AP next turn? Probably draw 2, because we have Mika for the extra AP anyway. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of obvious. Chaos Ops drop in season now, so you can kind of do both. Yeah, I just feel like, at least for now, you should put a bit more focus on the seasonal content due to it just being more relevant, right? You have dupes on the blue sword girl, forgot the name? Yes, we have E1 Yuki. So no E2, but an E1 regardless. That's a gear bag in disguise, yet. That's a top secret gear bag with a heal percentage. Nobody has seen this kind of gear bag before. It's kind of like our camouflage, but our camouflage isn't even epiphanied yet. Alright, let's get us the 1 cost, the extra AP, the camouflage, and the attack. Ooh, it might be worth it to kill the guy here. Is buying Scarlet to upgrade an upgrade to Lillian worth it? You know what? I would probably recommend, like, if you can, wait until Shizuru releases. Because Shizuru is most likely going to be a striker. She's going to introduce another 5-star striker partner. And while Scarlet is by far the most versatile at the moment, that doesn't mean that maybe Shizuru's partner isn't going to be better for more scenarios. So if you can, try to, like, play Lillian for another 2 weeks. Until we know what Shizuru's partner does. No chance Shizuru's another DPS? I don't know, I see it as highly likely. Alright, Epiphany, items, valuable intel. We have way too many coins. There's no need for us to get coins to get something here. Yeah, she might just be a sub DPS, yeah. Who knows, right? Like, if she's a striker or something, it'd be fantastic. No, not a striker. If she's anything but a striker, I would greatly appreciate it. I would think it's fantastic. But she looks like a striker, right? Like, if you look at Chizuru, you're gonna go like, ah. Kinda does look like a striker, doesn't it? Ooh, confiscation. I mean, it's at least 0 cost 1 draw. Big problem, we don't have a forbidden card, so it's a little bit more wasteful, but maybe we can create our own forbidden cards if we get lucky. Ah, sadism. Nice. We can put a sadism on our Ray, because we have the lead triangle. What do we get rid of? Probably Whirlpool, so we don't have the chance for it to Epiphany. She might be a Psionic. Yeah, maybe. I'd greatly appreciate it if she were. Ooh, nice. Forced learning apparatus. Yeah. So this is kind of the way I like to use my Ray. That we have the that we have the triangle, right, for the activated random lead card, and I just kind of chunk all the season-based lead cards on Ray, so that she pretty much triggers all of those without us having to spend any AP on them. Is it better with decreased cost or +1 hit for Flash Slash? If you're running a Mika with the Yuki, go for the 1 hit. If you're not running a Mika, probably go for the decreased cost. Okay, what are we doing here? We have a bunch of nice cards in hand, so we obviously do our Freezing Blade. Draw saves 1. Draw saves another 1. And because it's a boss fight, I think we can start with Deluge early without truly feeling the consequences. And because we have maxed out Ego, we're going to already get Mika in hand. And the reason why we put Mika in our hand is because if we have a certain amount of retain cards, we trigger... come on. We trigger this one. At the end of the turn, if you have 3 or more cards in hand, 140% fixed shield. And we can also more easily trigger the Mutant Predator Spike, 30% damage increase. No. Smart people things, you know? Is Yuki limited? No. Yuki's gonna go into the standard pool after her banner ends. Alright, we can dodge the next hit. And we can heal ourselves. Because I don't think there's much more we can do. I mean, I guess we can reduce the damage of the hit that we're about to take. But at least we're drawing a whole bunch next turn. Alright, nice. We have our card insta-triggered. Let's get ourselves the 1 cost damage increase. Okay, which one of those? This one is the one that doesn't have retain. So we get the forced learning opportunity, confiscation. Let's get rid of Dark Blade. Yeah, and I think we can go Predator's Blade into Longsword Slash without any real problems. Nice damage. Yeah, I tried pairing Yuki with Barrel. We might actually do that for the next run by taking out Ray. Yeah, we could do that. But do we? Yeah, probably not a point to like playing a lot of other stuff here. Just get rid of the trickery. We are max health, so might as well just do a bit of damage. Thank you. Her hands are all tied up, psionic for sure, but she has a third arm behind her back that you know, has a sword in hand. So she doesn't really need her arms to like do stuff, right? Okay, extra AP again. Okay, let's see. No, okay. Let's use 1 source of water. Start off with the longsword. Then get the Predator Strike. Then get the extra morale. Did I miscount? I did. Damn. Oh, and there's nothing to draw. Okay, I need to play this turn smarter. Is the Bullet of Elder set best in slot for Yuki after the buffs? To me it currently feels like it is, but I haven't yet done a side-by-side comparison. I think that's something I can potentially do tomorrow. Because I'm starting to get some good order set pieces. So I feel like I can build some sets that are almost equal to kind of see if there is something there. So 4. If we play this for 1, this for 2, this for 3. Trickery Strike 100% is going to go onto Longsword Slash. Watch it. Yeah, 100%. Like, there's no way Trickery Strike actually hits the Flash Slash here. Oh. Color me surprised. Alright, nice. We like extra damage. Order set is now 2 attack cards played, resulting in a 20%. Alright. Get the basic attack here, get the attack here. Season Chaos keeps giving all the best epiphanies to your supports. True, so you probably just have to use events to make up for it, or to just start fighting more, I guess. We are max HP, so there's nothing we can do. Bro gave up on the battle missions, he did. Bro was like, I don't think I can have you watch battle missions for the next, what is it going to be? I will probably been like the next 20-30 minutes. I don't think a lot of people would have been like, yay, battle missions, we love battle missions, they are so challenging. Especially when we go to, for example, battle missions like chapter 1 or whatever, right? Is Veronica's signature partner more important than Malin/Yuki's signature partner? Probably, and that is due to Veronica just being used more. Then again, you can also just continue using Rosaria on her. So I don't think you can do much wrong. Like buying Scarlet is not a bad idea. Buying a... Oh, nice. That's some nice damage. What you do is 3 Scarlets, combine them or use them separately for other strikers. Ooh. What you could do is you can combine 2 of them together and keep one just in case. But keep in mind you would have to level both. So the only time 2 Scarlets would be useful is if you use 2 strikers in either the new content that unlocks with Yuki or in the new content that unlocks with Chizuru or in Hyperspace Basin. I would probably combine all 3 together. I don't know. Let's see. What do you do? Memory shards for equipment upgrades. Don't combine all 3 unless you're whale. I don't know. Like, I feel like you're probably going to end up with 2 useful striker partners regardless. And having one really strong Yuki could just help smooth and streamline so many other things. I don't know. So hard. You got E5 for Rosario, you'll stay with her forever. Nice. You want Marin, but your Rosario is already E4. Yeah, I guess it depends on the use case. Like, if you're looking to do the maximum amount of damage on your Veronica, I think Marin should be the play. If it's a bit more about like that sub DPS role, that helping out role, then Rosaria is perfectly adequate, right? Is lab difficulty 8 the easiest to farm for save data? Might just be, yeah. You just got Briar for your Karen. Hey, enjoy. I hope Briar makes your Karen even stronger. There's some, like, if you put your mind to it, you can find some absolutely disgusting combos with a Karen and a partner. Like, so much discard, so much scaling. It's crazy. Does Scarlet focus effect work on the second card or starting from the third? I think the moment you play the second, you get it for the third, lose it after the third, and then get it again for the fifth. Okay, upon Ravage, which is breaking... No. We get 1 AP every time we draw 3. That should be fine. Alright, do we have a double tunnel anywhere? I don't see one. Oh no, there is one. Right here. I think this still counts. So... Alright, top we go. Thoughts on Chizuru? We still have to see the kit. We still have to see the partner. We still have to see anything. The only thing somebody can tell you about Chizuru now is if they do or don't like the design. But then again, how important is that, right? How important is that to you if somebody tells you that they are a fan or not a fan of Chizuru's design? Huh? Chizuru has cards you can play? No. No. That's crazy. What did you say? Chizuru is most likely gonna be Void. Like, the elements should probably be Yuki Order, Serenial Instinct, and Chizuru is gonna end up being Void. Like, if you had to pick a character that's Void because of the Seasonal Chaos, right? Between Serenial and Chizuru, I doubt that Serenia is gonna end up being Void. Chizuru Instinct? Maybe. Doubt it though. Oh, double aggressive mutant. Solid damage. Please no Void DPS, we already have that many. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. You made it, yo, Dude Man guy, what's up? Alright, one vulnerable, one draw, delete. Okay, I think here we can draw ourselves a Yuki card. Can we end? Maybe? No. Then I guess we better heal ourselves as high as possible. The last character is probably the OP one, like maybe an AP or support or controller. Yeah, she doesn't really look like a fighter, does she? Though she might end up being a psionic. Serenial, that is. But also keep in mind when she releases. She releases on Christmas. Like, if there ever is a point in time that tells you a unit is probably going to be strong, it is the unit that releases on Christmas. Right? Like, if there ever were signs about a unit potentially being a worthy pickup, it's the unit that releases on Christmas. So this should be a dimension, not quite, but maybe the next one is the dimensional tunnel. Hope it was, right? Exactly, hope. Ha! I remembered. But they don't celebrate Christmas, doesn't stop them from taking advantage of it in the West. Yeah. We just go for the morale. Now this should be... Yeah, dimensional tunnel. So once again, it is pretty much confirmed. If you in any way, shape or form can find 2 tunnels in a row. Okay, and no more a forbidden card. But you know what? Forbidden card would have probably killed us. Like, getting a forbidden card here in the second phase of the fight and only unlocking it after beating the final boss, it will probably kill us, if that's even something that's possible. So I guess we are lucky, because otherwise we would have had to skip it for no reward. Oh, it's an epiphany. Give me the draw and inspiration card one. Thank you. I don't think you can get... I mean, somebody said they got 2 forbidden cards in a row. Like, they got the forbidden card event twice. Then again, they might have been lying. I have no idea. Think I beta released near Christmas? Yep, understandable. You can get it by duping it. Yeah, we know about duping. But what about encountering a forbidden event twice, right? What about that? Lying on the internet? Yeah, nobody would. Never gotten 2 tunnels in 1 turn? Exactly, I also haven't seen it yet. Still doesn't mean that it's guaranteed impossible to exist, right? My first ever try, you got 2 of the nightmare ones, but only 1 card? Yeah. Your why is overpower so strong? It's in the name, right? Overpower is just very overpowering. Yosh, yosh, yosh. 2 tunnels is possible, yeah, absolutely. But is it possible to get the forbidden card quest twice, right? There's an achievement for getting 2 tunnels in 1 run. Lucky one, I think. I should already have that achievement. How does Nia's healing work? Deck shuffle. So upon shuffling your deck, you heal based on the decibel stacks, so the music stacks, times 40. So if you have 5 music stacks, you heal for 200% upon deck shuffle. That's with the E6, right? The more you have when you shuffle the deck, the more you heal, if we're talking about the E6 talent. Otherwise, I think your main source of healing is the guitar that heals you based on you discarding cards during a turn. So you want to set up a turn where you discard a whole bunch of cards, right? That's kind of the way. Huh? That's the way. Any collab you'd like to see? Ooh, honestly, I don't mind. I just think there's so many things that would be awesome. Like, for example, you know how Honkai Star Rail had a Fate collab? I wouldn't mind the Fate collab here as well, right? But no, there's so many things. It could be something dark, it could be something sinister, could be something a bit more lighthearted. It could be like, for example, what E7 already had, like a ReZero collab. Which hero are we currently building the deck for? Yuki, I guess. Guilty Gear, Nier, yeah, Berserk, something grimy. I don't know. So many options. Ooh. This is bait. Okay, people? I'm gonna make it extra clear, alright? I'm going to make it extra clear. According to my experiences with the Yuki, this is what you call, come on, motherfucker, bait, alright? Do not pick this. This right here, people, big no-no. All of a sudden, your Yuki does no damage whatsoever. Big no-no. Multiplicative negative 20 for 2 cards? No, 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 no. Big ouch. Does not end well. But it's so shiny. But it's so deadly. It's so deadly. Why would you decrease the damage for an epiphany? It's kind of like a, oh, here you're able to get 2 cards of hers without having to have an inspiration active, and in the same turn, but, you know, it's like a, oh, but. You know what? Forbidden algorithm, we're going to slap that on our Yuki, and we're just going to pray. We're just going to have to pray to RNGesus that he doesn't play with my heart. Negative 20 from this card and minus 40 from her attack, and then your Yuki heals the enemy. With Replica Core, both get the plus... Yeah, but it's plus 50% additional, and the negative 20%, it reduces the base damage of the card, I believe, as well. Like, that is killer. You don't want that. Like, it really turns your Yuki from having like a 220 base into like a 100% hit. At that point, you're better off doing 2 basic attacks. Forbidden algorithm is too expensive, and I don't think there's a way for us to make it. I mean, I guess we could still play it this way. Veronica should be on attack and crit damage set. Yeah. Yeah, like on the 2 pieces, and if you wanted to, you can put her on the agony set as well. Hey, Forbidden Portrait of Fury. But we can't play it. But we can at least put it back into our deck, so we can draw it next turn. Oh yeah, this is also a good underrated use of a Yuki ult. You can save your attack cards for the turn after. Like, sure, it requires a bit of foresight, yada yada, but that is still pretty useful. Okay, we are misplaying as fuck. We are doing garbage. We are increasing our cost to like a gazillion. Not a good idea. Can we check 5 Shizuru cards from main side on live stream? Anyone else wanted to? They don't really tell you much. They tell you that she's 100% going to be a DPS, but they don't tell you if she's a sub DPS or not, because it's 3 attack cards, 1 upgrade card, and a skill card. So it definitely at least tells you that she's very offensively made, right? Very offensively made, but it doesn't really tell you anything else past that, unfortunately. Do we let ourselves get hit here? Probably. Shizuru is coming out in 15 days and some hours. Like, it's getting close to the 2-week mark. She comes out when the next game mode releases, or when Yuki's banner ends, basically. Is it worth using Ether before level 50? 100%. Because think about it like this. Not only do you get more XP, so you unlock like more interesting content faster, but on top of that, you also are going to regenerate that Ether at some point anyway. It's not like you save yourself any Ether, because you have to spend the Ether regardless to make progress. Like, sure, if you are level 49, you can start waiting for 50, or if you're 39, you can wait for 40. But I don't really think it's that big of an advantage. You know what? I think we can undo that last card as well. Calling it now, she's a Maribel-like Vanguard damage-based shield. If Shizuru ends up being that, that'd be interesting for sure, at least. You need nausea in your life. Yep. She looks like a summoner. I think a summoner seems really, really interesting in how they are going to implement that into the game. Does the refresh with gem has an increment cost? Yes. So if you want to refresh with gems, you only really ever want to do the 50s and the 70s. Anything past that is not worth it. So in total, if you want to fully refresh a day, it costs you 740, and 500 of that 740 is the last 4 refreshes. So if you want to refresh, you do the first 4, or only just the first 2. Anything else, you have to be like, you have to know that you're spending more than you're getting out of it. Do you think the Yuki Doom posting was overblown? It's the seasonal chaos. Like, if you want to know my #1 reason why I think there was a lot of like Yuki hate and whatnot going on, think about it like this. Everybody's excited for the new character. Everybody's excited for the new season. The people that actually go out of their way to then pull for said character, take her into the seasonal chaos, which ends up being type ineffective, single target soul crushing, right? Like, the time you lose is the moment you face anything related to single target. And also, on top of that, to top it all off, there was no, there was no zero system buffs, right? The zero system buffs are what increases the broadness of which characters are and aren't viable. Is there any downside to leaving people mind broken? No. Maybe there's a cap for like a deck size on mind broken characters, but I haven't yet heard of one. You can pretty much leave them as long as you want mind broken until you find the funds to save them. Okay. Where do we go? So this is 2 question marks. Everywhere is 2 question marks. But this is an elite and a double normal. This is 2 normal elite battles, and this is 2 normals and an elite. Just in a different order. I guess we just go bottom lane. Ah, but it's... Ooh. It's a mutant. It's a mutant. Okay, people. Very important. If you are playing a continent or a planet, it is always going to be 2 types of enemies, right? It's always going to be 2 factions, the main faction and then the sub-faction. And based on the symbol you can see on the map, you can decide, you can figure out which faction you're facing. So, for example, this one is Passion. This is a Passion stage, and this one is a Void stage, right? Passion stage, Void stage. Passion has, for example, I would say Passion definitely has the more dangerous enemies for the seasonal planet. So going into a Passion stage can, for example, have the Dog Master, the Summoner, the whatever, who's then going to proceed to whoop your ass. Or even somebody like the Sphinx, who just did a gazillion damage for no reason. Okay. Oh, 10,000 HP does my guy have, huh? That's a lot of HP. How do you know the elements? You can tell it based on the symbol, right? So it's Passion Void, and mutants are like this red abomination thing, and mutants are like these like gray purple creatures. Is this 11? No, this is 10. This is our promotion match towards 11. But it is 11 on 14. Oh, we reduced the source of water cost down to... alright. So yeah, we're playing tier 14 on difficulty 10. Ooh, we have a bunch of cards we can do things with. How do we play this best? First, we get ourselves 2 AP. And we probably boost Iceberg Cleave by 100. Draw ourselves a card. No. Okay. You know what? It's not that important, honestly. We can reduce the cost of one of ours by 1, which is nice. So now we get the morale first. It's worth pushing difficulty 8 for save data. Honestly, I don't think so. Besides, maybe if you want to get like the max save data, I think you can hit tier 15 in the plus 8s, because I think the highest you can find on 8 is 14, like total with nightmare mode. Does the event, as it gives you 0 system currency to upgrade it? Yes, the event stage also gives you 0 system currency to upgrade it. Oh, give me the single target. Give me the single target. Single target. Single target. Yes! Single target. We can try out the single target epiphany. Nice. Alright, so we deal 1,100, 500, and an additional 280. It's gonna get more if we had morale stacks and the like. Why single? Because the AoE stages don't kill me, right? Like the whole thought process here is, okay, the AoE stages are not going to kill me, so why would I bother going for the AoE extra damage? Just to get some extra damage out for example, the 40,000 HP boss at the end. Nice. Also, I find it so interesting, we only found 2 shops. And that was always very close to the boss, for some reason. Like, look at how many credits we have. Almost 800. I doubt we're going to be able to spend them all. Do the Chaos event debuffs reset after beating the world? Yes, I do believe they reset after beating the world. You can't just stay on the same one the whole time. Do we need a big stress decrease? Could be useful. Come on. Give me a good card. Come on. Make it worth the gamble. We should have taken the stress decrease. Got a godly Mika build earlier today and it got lost to the 10 corrupted save by storage cap. Aww. Alright, we have a freezing blade. Okay, big piercing damage plus morale boost. Big AoE damage. What's the best / easiest way to farm max save data? It's probably difficulty 8. I mean, okay. It depends, right? If you're just looking for the max damage straight up, or like the easiest way to do it, then you play the zero system, right? You play zero system. Easiest time at beating higher difficulties. But if you're referring to seasonal, it's probably playing difficulty 8 with higher modifiers. But yeah, overwhelm is cooking. Overwhelmingly so. Alright. Now, I mean, you know what? I'm not even scared even if we encounter the Houndmaster. What's the difference between morale 2 versus 2 morale? Oh, it's the same thing. Ooh. Here we can gamble on a copy card, which we probably should. Okay, give me double trickery strike then. Yeah, memory encroachment is at the end of the Forbidden Tunnel. You know how that. You know, I would have preferred the Houndmaster. Okay, it's time to log in. 15,000 health on a thing that does like a gazillion damage. Alright. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right? Pretty much this guy. The run ender check. Yep. Do we... And also the worst part is, he's going to do a crap ton of damage to us. So... Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Alright, what we got? 1 AP. Yeah, we go with draw to 1 AP. Okay, nice. Freezing Blade. Okay, we get the extra morale here. The draw 2 for the next turn. We can't keep this one anyway, so we might as well use it. Big hit. See? The extra 600 damage instead of, for example, only like plus 200 definitely helped us here. Okay, we can play this card for free. You know what? We probably put the draw card back into our deck with Westmacott, so we can draw 2 instead of 1. Yuki gonna Mind Break? I don't know. I feel like she's probably gonna Mind Break in the final boss, which you could say might just be arguably worse. Also, how many... Oh, it's a one-hitter! Hey, people! One-hitter. You know what that means? Camouflage is 100% going to block it. So we can block ourselves from taking 700 damage. That's amazing. That's a lot of trickery strikes we have on hand. Okay, that's more morale. Ah, but we have 6 AP, okay. I feel like the morale should be decent. We just have to pay attention to not doing more than 2 camouflage. We want to use the camouflage for sure. So big damage here plus the single target. Big damage here. Ooh, nice. See, 800 damage. Oh, fuck. We should have played the camouflage first. Luckily, we have undos. Can you remove the mutant sample? It removes itself at the end of the run. It doesn't stick with your deck. Like, the mutant sample just gets deleted at the end of your run. It just doesn't make it into your save data. Oh, and it also saves you save points. Okay. What can we get here? Shit. Alright. We are full health. So, yeah. I guess we just continue beating up on the guy. Get ourselves that extra healing. Can swap Mika with Nia E6. You would have to make slightly different choices, right? One of the main reasons why we can play this so comfortably is because we have the Mika for the AP boost should we need it. Okay, so it's starting to get a little dangerous here. My guy is on 9 Gnaw. We need to hit him a lot. We have 3 AP. We have no way to put these cards back into our deck. I guess we start with Iceberg. I wonder if the extra hit actually reduces a morale stack. Ah, we can't trigger it anyway because we don't have Epiphany. Meh. Yeah, I guess we just hit him normally then. Just to get rid of those morale stacks. Oh, we could break him. And that gives us 2 AP. Nice. You need to use Veronica. This comp has no card shuffle or draw at all. Oh, it does. You know how it has draw? Through the power of neutral cards. Yeah. You hate that multi-hits only count as a 1 decrease. Yeah, it'd be a bit too broken though if they wouldn't. Now, let's see if we can actually get our Yuki out of this before we get eaten alive by this guy. Ballista is a unique, yes. Okay, no early save. 789% damage. Even here with that hit, there's no way this is enough. Tough luck. Ooh, 891. 770. For how much do you hit us? 1,300. Damn. Maybe we should have waited with the evade. Nah, it would have been 700 damage regardless. At least we'll be able to kill him. Yeah, maybe we would have been better going for the... Yeah, we probably would have been better off going for the normal. Let's see, is he attacking? He is attacking. Yeah, we probably would have been better off going for the normal fight at the top. Because we could have at least guaranteed that it's not going to be this guy. Yeah, I guess that could have saved us. Then again, we barely got any neutral cards. On neutral cards like Gearback, is 1 AP or 1 AP next turn better? I would probably prefer the 1 AP this turn, because with Gearback you're going to draw 2 more cards, so getting the additional AP. Like if a card has draw, getting AP this turn usually tends to be more reliable, because you then at least also have the AP to play whatever you're about to get. Pretty sure the top was the same guy, but with legendary equipped. That would have been easier. That definitely would have been easier with the legendary equipped doggo on the side, because we do have the AoE attacks. So I guess that would have been more favorable for us. Yeah, elites in the interior seem to be safer sometimes, huh? It's kind of crazy. Decrease credits by 1. Come on, give me like a Gearback or something to start the run. Okay, nice. Good stuff. So we now have a Gearback to have an easier time. Are there any other weak enemies in this event chaos? No. Do you feel this run ender is balanced? He's possible to be beaten, and if we played somebody like a Rin, there's no way we would have lost, you know? At this point, I'm just like, yeah, okay, it's my fault, you know? But this is really good. Training already has a really high chance of getting a season-based card. And because we can't rest, meaning every time we do go to a campfire, we don't really have anything else to do. Getting more season-based cards is just a no-brainer. There's a double tunnel, so we need to go to the top. Which means we can try move through the middle here, skip one of the campfires, depending on how many coins we have. Why do you settle for no rest? Because I feel like there's so many worse debuffs that we could have. Like 40% increased monster health, 50% increased decreased max life. Like, I think the debuffs we do have are pretty kind. Is there a way to guarantee a forbidden card? No. But what you can do is always go for double question marks and at least guarantee that you get a tunnel, which increases your chance of getting a forbidden card. I use 10% monster, her, and 1% HP damage decrease per turn. Nice. But yeah, I mean, we could obviously fight easier debuffs if I just wanted to get to difficulty 11. But I also kind of want to challenge myself a little bit. Because I've been learning a couple of things about like where you should and shouldn't go, what you should and shouldn't take throughout the last few runs. And every time we do end up failing, it's not like, oh, okay, we played everything picture perfect and we lost because the game is unfair. Double question marks? It's a question mark event, right? If you have a question mark event like this one, like basically, I know I don't really need to show it off this much, but this one here, right? This one right here is a guaranteed tunnel, right? This is 100% tunnel chance. 100%. 100%. Looks like shit. I have to calibrate it. But yeah, 100% tunnel if you have 2 question marks in a row. Sure. Oh, and doesn't matter if they are next to each other or if you go from one and then upwards. They only need to be after each other. But keep in mind, if you take a forbidden tunnel, it teleports you at the end of you going through that stage. So you might have a couple less epiphanies total. You gotta go for triple question mark there. Yeah, I mean, any of those work, right? I get tier 12 and 13 save data and 8 with 3 debuffs. Yeah. That's the reason why probably if you just want to farm the highest amount of save data or the best save data possible, 8 should be the way to go for most comps. We're not going to get the triple question mark. Because the forbidden tunnel is going to start and then teleport us away from the question mark. But, I mean, let's see. Where did I miss a triple question mark? Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, I mean... Oh, yeah, from here to there. Yeah, now that's an interesting question. I mean, at least we can go down here and then we just go back up. So the forbidden tunnel is probably here. Maybe here. So... yeah, and then it's going to teleport us somewhere. But yeah, important that we actually get this question mark. Otherwise, we might actually miss the dimensional tunnel. That'd be terrible. You can get EPs in the tunnel too. Yeah, but I usually go to fights instead. I usually go to events instead of fights. So I don't tend to get that many epiphanies. Epiphany trigger less when playing difficulty 8. I don't know if the higher difficulties have a higher epiphany chance. It would, to a degree, make a little bit of sense. But then again, it wouldn't make that much sense, right? Hmm. What do I think of Haru Baramika? Just pretty damn solid. Like, just play the Justice Planet if you want one of the easiest times in your life in defeating a stage. Barry for the card draw, Barry for the sub DPS, and then Haru just for those big hits. Yes, we are still standing. We are still standing. We haven't yet given up. We haven't yet been broken. We are still standing. Haha. If you choose to fight in events, you still get epiphanies instead of having to roll. True that. Oh, come on. Come on. That one is kind of nice. That is kind of nice. my only problem would be I don't really like the one turn this, next turn after. But hey, it is a pretty damn good epiphany. And if we can clone this, from the final boss, that'd be fantastic. The only issue I guess I have with this is it's losing the damage bonus, right? It's losing the damage bonus. Is it just me, or is Base in Dimension Twilight 10 to 9 easier than Stage 8? There were some people that said so, yeah. That seems to be a bit more common mindset, you could say. I assume seasonal event doesn't level the zero system. It does. I mean, it levels the zero system, but it doesn't level the planets, yeah. You did say, does it level the planets? That it doesn't. Why don't you ever use Deluge? Because it's only good for longer fights rather than shorter ones. So, for example, I just have more AP left for the turn 2. Usually turn 1 you have a whole bunch of cards in your hand. Or not a whole bunch of cards. You don't really play a lot of cards turn 1. Turn 1. But turn 2 you usually end up using more AP. So going in with 2 wave increases the chance of you getting that extra AP for the next turn. But during boss fights I tend to use Deluge. It's just based on like the duration of the fight. Oh, 1 draw. Nice. A lot of characters are very reliant on epiphanies. That's for sure. What status should I give Veronica for numbers 4, 5, and 6? And what should her substats be? Oh. I mean, for Veronica, the most important substat is extra attack damage. If you can, like, extra attack damage on a Veronica is probably even more important than crit. So you wanna go for extra attack damage, right, as a substat? And then main stats though is necklace is crit chance, goblet is passion damage, and feather. Is it the 6? Right, whatever 6 is attack percent. When are you going to use Rin again? A day or 2. I think in a day or 2 we're just going to use Rin to annihilate this seasonal chaos. Yeah, I wouldn't give it longer than like a day or 2. How do you beat Cthulhu at higher levels? You'd never play the same combatant's card twice in a row, and then you should have a pretty easy time. Unless your DPS would be like heavily lacking. Veronica has Ballista scale with unique potential. Indeed they do. Yeah, I guess we can go with it here. Should probably still be worth it to play this, even though the poison hurts a little. Oh. Fuck. Empty hand. Let's not do that. Ah, fuck. But we have to undo 2 actions. Because the moment you have an empty hand and then draw, they still change to the stronger action. Sad. Rin's playset gets gimped by Cthulhu. No, you'll be fine. So long as you, like, for example, the moment you have a Mika with you, you always have enough AP to just play everybody else. And you just have good enough damage on a Rin to just make it through. Ooh. Give us a stress reduction. Might actually come in handy, now that we can't rest. I don't think it's a big upgrade. Maybe like 5% more damage. Like I wouldn't think that it was gonna be like a big upgrade. Ego and Tusha Cthulhu with Rin? Nice. Ooh, another divine for our Yuki. I am not quite sure whoever really goes out of their way to pick the activate inspiration for 1 random card in hand of this unit variant. Yeah. So we'll just go with the 90% AoE damage. Let's hope we find a forbidden card so we can get make use of the damage bonus. I mean, -1 cost is the best, I guess. No, just because something is -1 cost doesn't make it a good choice. Man, they need to put a 2-set bonus on the 4 pieces because they're awful. No. I think they're fine. Like, the elemental ones got buffed enough. The 35% crit damage from the 1-cost card set is still quite a lot. Card draw or cost reduction? Probably card draw, and we put that on our array. What are forbidden cards? Forbidden cards are the cards encountered in the dimensional tunnel, which are season exclusive and tend to be incredibly strong. You'll see one in a second, trust me, I know. So, yeah, come on. Give me another card, please. Shit. I meant to say give me a card. Thank you. Do you think they added 2-piece crit chance set? Probably not anytime soon. Okay, and then we can put this one on Ray as well. Having a great save data sometimes avoid having divine epiphanies. It depends on the difficulties you're playing in, right? The higher you play, the more freedom you have. Alright, here we go. So, watch me get a forbidden card. What's your favorite proof bar to get for the chaos? The defense plus crit damage one. Ah, shit. Not only is this debuff extremely fucking debilitating, huh? There we have the word. Debilitating. It's also not the craziest forbidden card choices ever. Like, both of them you can only play once, so the confiscate card itself becomes kind of useless. Yeah. Tough. A gesture of freedom it is, though. The left one seems great. Now the problem is, no matter how much healing you have, if you don't kill the last boss fast enough, he's just gonna smoke you, right? But yeah, the stress reduction might have been our solution. Might have been. The 2 worst ones, yeah, maybe. 1 morale, 1 resolve, 40% heal at the end of the turn, or 2 fortitude. You know what? We're actually gonna go with the 2 fortitude. Yeah, 2 fortitude. It is a 40% damage reduction to all hits taken. Could be especially useful if we're facing multi-hits. Especially because we're not running a shielder. I think it definitely has value. Looks like teasing new character with the splash out on the months together beneath the Starshine event. We can check it out with the temporary return. Alright, let's get ourselves our last Yuki card. Alright, so this is the memory debuff, right? Look how many debuffs we get. 3 extra ones because we went for memory 3. Oh, why is my guy so chunky? 5000 HP? I guess my guy's HP scales with the amount of memory debuffs. Not that it makes him like really dangerous, but I guess it's interesting to know. I didn't ever really pay attention to yeah, what my guy was truly doing, but I guess it makes sense. But I still think it's the smartest thing to do, to just get as many of those debuff things as possible, just because the rewards are that much better. Just had a run in exterior 2 times question mark stage and there was a dimensional tunnel in interior 2 times question mark no tunnel. Are you sure? See, the thing is, I've seen the 2 times tunnel more times than I can count, and every time it had a dimensional tunnel. So unless I can actually see it like as video proof, it's I don't know. I mean, I feel like but sure, okay, then I guess it only works once, but that'd be weird, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be weird if it was to truly only work once. You're playing it right now. Then what? Is it like a 90% chance that it has a tunnel? Feels better 2 out of 10 crit with a 58? Yeah, it sure does. Either it's a tunnel or the stupid alarm tower. Crit value, 52%. 52.2 on 183.0. With 900 attack without a attack gear piece in a fully leveled up zero system. Oh, this is gonna be this is not gonna be nice. Yeah, oh, this guy, he might just end our run. We'll have to see how much damage we can end up dealing here. What is the speed? I think sweet spot is 7170, I heard. Like, if you can get the 70% crit rate, 170% crit damage, you're kind of at the sweet spot. But no, honestly, at the moment, the more crit chance you can get, the better. That's kind of all there is to it for now. How much does he give himself? 2 Fury. But he gets 1 at the end of the turn anyway, right? No, when using a non-attack card. Yeah, not even upgrade cards, right? Like anything that's not an attack, truly enrages my guy like nothing else. We have a whole hand of nothing to play. Or almost nothing to play, I guess. Ah, fuck, but we need to get rid of the gear bag. Because if we don't, then gear bag is going to activate and it's going to trigger him to 3. Also be kind of wasteful not to activate this card here, so I guess we just have to take the hit. They should remove this boss, to be honest. Maybe. Ah, shit, he's gonna have enough fury again. Oh, and we have 2 vulnerable. Uh-oh. That is big damage. Big damage coming our way. GG, we go again. Yep. with the Yuki knockout, maybe we just do. Obviously, we are not lost yet, but it also ain't looking too good. Ah! We are still standing for now. But it's the fucking curse of freedom. So much cost to all our attack cards, and it's so important for us to use attack cards here. Ah, what an annoying draw. Yeah, we'll do a Rin run after, sure. Alright, the final turn. Let's see what we can make out of it. Nothing. Tough. Alright. Yeah, forbidden cards, they have certain qualities for sure. Alright then, Rin it is. Rin it is. Do I have a better one here? Yes, I do. That one's nasty. This one's disgusting. And then the key. Yeah, we are currently on 4 green for Yuki. The good or reliable? Yes, we don't have a loadout, no. Alright, Rin and Orlea? Hell no. Fuck no. I'm not about to have my Rin experience ruined by an Orlea not giving us any epiphanies. No way. No way. Not happening. How to get 4 move cards for Rin? Wait, let me see. Decrease max save, change. Yeah, give us the max save. So, the way you can get 4 move cards is first, you copy the move card with the first boss, then you get a copy event, you copy it again, and then you get it from the final boss. It's that simple. 1 cost set or 2 better on Rin? Depends. Usually the 2 is more reliable, works with more epiphanies. But we just have a very good 1 cost set, so that's why we're running it. What is this? Each time you draw a card with your ability plus 2% damage. I mean, it's not gonna turn out much. Like, let's say we draw 10 times during a fight, that's 20%. Like, there's no way this is stage-wide, right? There's no way this is stage-wide. So we just go with the forbidden shop cost reduction, whatever, and see how it goes. Okay, where do we go? We want double question marks in a row. We don't have any. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. So maybe no forbidden cards for us? Dang it. Maybe we can get lucky. Leave and try again? No, I'm not about to play with laziness fate. Yeah, it's still a chance, it's just not as big of a chance, right? Could you repeat the copy method? I mean, it's super simple, right? You copy it from the first boss, you encounter a copy event, you copy it at the copy event, and then you copy it from the final boss. I've gotten a tunnel where one was above my lane as a technical double. So you mean here? Yeah, but then we would have to gamble. Like, we have to hope that this is a tunnel. Can slot 4 be defense percent? No. It can only be health percent, attack percent, crit chance, or crit damage. I think tunnel is always in the second part of the map after rest point where you get gear. No, I think I had tunnel really early already before as well. No. It's not. You have to keep in mind that you can only copy one. There's also a rare version of the event that allows you to copy any card you want. Right? Like, that does exist. Which makes it way more reliable to get a 4 copy run. How do you complete planets? I'm stuck at level 27 for blue. You either run so many runs until you have it finished through sheer repetition by picking event up items, or you take a look at your enemies, you take a look at your gear collection, and you pick different choices that you haven't picked before, because those yield you points. Like, at any event, picking a choice that you haven't picked before gives you exploration points. Attribute says best for characters or 222. You know, for most characters, the attribute sets go quite well, and that is because the 222 is either with basics, which most of the time you're better off removing, besides on maybe like a Malin or with specific basics. And the other one is the Agony set for like a 222. And the Agony set would require you to either have a gear piece to provide Agony, a Epiphany to provide Agony, or a Tresser in your team. Last roll. Thank you. Ooh, Overload could be juicy, but we're probably just gonna go with Sadism. Let's fight more Void enemies. We are type effective regardless. The only 4-piece you think is worth it is the crit rate one on Haru. I guess that is definitely a no-brainer, but you can also run the crit rate one on Kalib as well. But now after the buffs, there should be some, like, the devs wouldn't just buff the sets for them still to be a bad option to play, right? It just doesn't quite make sense, you know? So there has to be something about these. How do you get that reroll thing? It's research in Arc City. Yeah, there's no way we crit. We barely have any crit chance on our array. How do you get Belligerence? I haven't seen it. Once you have to first unlock it. Exploration on the Void Planet, I believe. It should be level 25 exploration on the Void Planet. Might have been a different planet. I don't know, but it's one of those. Okay, one attack card plus 50% for the whole duration of the fight. One attack card 100 until used, or 140% additional. Because we get the 2 morale. So the 140% with the 40% being for all cards in hand is definitely the choice here. Do exploration on 0 equipment / cards carry over to the Chaos event? Yes. You can unlock different gear pieces and different pieces in the shop based on your exploration. On what planet to get the setup? Any planet. Like, you know what? If you play 0 system, like event, really hard to get 4 cards. But in a 0 system, you're pretty much on nightmare mode, are always going to encounter a copy event. So long as you hit it on the boss once, and then with the copy event, you're basically already there for getting it at the last boss as well, because you already have the card 3 times in your deck, making the chance of it being one of the last options that much more likely. Hey Zerfia, appreciate it. Yes, I have a save data video. You can watch it if you want to know why all your cards look like they're disappearing. But the short and simple of it is, you're making too many changes to your character's deck afforded for the difficulty you're playing on, right? So basically you're not playing high enough a difficulty for the changes that you want to make to your character's deck to go through. Belligerence is Void Planet? Thought so. Good to have it confirmed. Double question mark in my run led me to tunnel. It usually does. It usually does. We now heard of one guy where it didn't. But for like 99% of cases, double tunnel leads you. Is Amorphous Cube still bugged? Why would it be bugged? Why is it bugged? It's 25% increased damage amount, so plus 25% for the whole duration of the fight. Really good on multi-hitters, not as important on big hitters. There's a new save data page, also you see it. I've seen, you mean in the help section, or you mean like a tool online? Notes on save rules. No. Notes on faint memory, save data tier, faint memory, vivid memory. I think those are the same. So you must be talking about one of those websites. Yeah, the Amorphous Cube is for the whole fight. Anybody else saving for Naja? See, most people don't even know when Naja would release, or that she's on the radar anyway without having watched a very specific video. So you're probably in the minority of people actually waiting for a summoner lady. Alright. What we have here? Oh yeah, just a bunch of question marks. So... I fucked up, didn't I? I thought I was farther in the map than I actually am. No, I think we're fine, right? Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Luckily, we're not here yet. We definitely want those question marks. Ooh, what are we getting? We took the death route. I doubt it. Unless I make a severe misplay, me losing on Rin on the event Void Planet shouldn't. Shouldn't be in the cards. Should not happen. Could still happen, but it should not. How do you kill the Dogmaster with Rin? I killed the Dogmaster with Rin. No, like for example, if we wanted to be safe against the Dogmaster, we could pick up a neutral card like Overload, or we just have to hope that our card draw is high enough that we can use 2 to 3 single target skills every turn to get rid of the dogs and to deal some damage against the Dogmaster. Is this Rin's best team? It's Rin's safest Chaos team, I would say. It's definitely Rin's safest team. I guess that you would have a higher ceiling with Orlea, but the moment Orlea doesn't play by the rules, things are starting to get dicey. But you can also remove Ray and put in Veronica if you're looking for that double 5-star action. Have you tried Rin with Veronica? How? Oh, you mean for the passion? Yeah, I mean the could be good against the passion enemies indeed. You can still try multi-hit shenanigans if you're not running a Ray, but you're going to have a harder time finding the cards to boost its damage. to like some crazy heights. Crazy heights. Alright. Does Ballista remove Dark Mist stance? No. Kotomio Katana Nishite. Yep, yep. That's what we roll. How are we at 2.7k HP? We got a plus 20% HP bonus at the beginning of the run through a divine intervention. And then we have 0 system buffs for level 10. Right? We have 0 system buff, or not level 10, but like maxed out, right? We have maxed out 0 system buffs. And yeah, that's basically that. Also, we have a max HP set on both Mika and Ray. Both Mika and Ray have the max HP set. Yeah, that's basically why. Let me show you my sword skills. Rin probably. It seems appropriate, yes. Big damage. More morale. Max HP or defense better? Both. But no, definitely defense better than max HP. Just can Kayron W or no? Yes, big W. Kayron has some incredible scaling and can pull off some fantastic shenanigans. Somebody said we're meant to fight him, right? Do I feel like fighting this guy? Let's have a look at our starting hand. Decent. Alright. What deck did I play in Clash Royale? You know, back when I played Clash Royale around release time and such, I was playing a giant skeleton. I was or fucking bombers. You know what I mean, right? The skeleton that fucking suicides when it dies. I think the name was Giant Skeleton. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that was my favorite. And yeah, then maybe some Miner on the side back when Miner was still one of the very few legendaries. And yeah. Is my Rin 100% crit rate? No. But you know what's crazy? My Rin's crit rate could be 27% higher. And that is because we're not wearing a crit chance necklace. Isn't that great? We have 49.1% crit chance on a Rin without a crit chance neck. Ooh. No, wait. I mean, give me the 1 evade. And give me some coins. Not too bad. Not too bad. Shop fight. Yeah, we need the double. Do we need the double shop? I mean, we have a bunch of coins to spend. Who would you prioritize promoting past 50? Veronica, Maylin, Kalib, Rin, Kayron, Renoa, Luke. Like any main DPSs, right? Any main. Oh fuck! And now we need. I knew I should have. I shouldn't have put it on Ray. I didn't think. I did not use that brain of mine. Sad. At least we're getting some cash back. Oh, rally. Sadism. Say less. I think we now have 2 sadisms in our deck, right? Oh, and a gear back. Sweet. Isn't the evade item very useful? It's 1 hit. It is 1 instance of damage taken that we can block. So it's not that crazy. I don't think we ever reach 100% crit rate. I mean, Rin has a base crit rate of 28%. If you give her enough attack, then you go with the necklace to 55. And then let's say you have 5% on every substat. That is going to 80% crit rate. And then the remaining 20 would be 6% from having an Olea in the team. So 6% from having an Olea in the team. Maybe 6% from having like that gear piece that gives you 6. Yeah. Then you get another 6 from the gear piece that gives you 6% crit chance, the chest. And then you get the weapon that gives you 10% crit chance for 0 cost. And then you have 102% crit chance on 0 cost abilities. So it's technically possible. Yes, Olea's note gives crit to allies, and the reason we, the way we confirmed that is that the translation in the JP version of the game is way more clearer in telling you exactly what it does. Can you change a character's equipment when you use temporary return? You can change it, but nothing changes. So even though you change the equipment, you're still gonna play the run with the equipment you've entered into it with. There's a crown chest at 6. Oh, did they buff it? Because I remember the crown chest being 6%. It might have been in the patch notes, taking it from 6 to 12. Could be the case. Could be the case. I don't know. Is it possible to get 4 move ring cards on Event Planet? Yes, it is. You know, this might even be the run for us to do it, you know, if we get lucky. What memory fragments would I run on Yuki? I'm currently running her on a 2-piece, 4-piece order set. And I can't really complain. So that's what I'm running. Then again, I'm not quite sure if that's the best option possible. Where can you get the reorganize card? What does it do? Reorganize. Oh, is it? It's the Justice Planet. It's the 3 cost with exhaust. That's Justice Planet. I think level 25 Justice Exploration. How to use the Ego Crystal? It's for potential upgrades. 5 out of 5 on crit chance and crit damage. You know how it's like crit chance plus 2% 5 times? For the 5 out of 5, so the 10%. And for the crit damage, 10.6, 9.6 to 12%. Yeah. Fuck. Do we still get the epiphany? Yeah. Fuck. At least it's something we can sell at the market. Should you level 60 your Ray? Hell no, please don't. Do a main DPS instead. Nice. Mutant is really good on Rin. Really good. Whirlpool jump scare indeed. Pushing Kalip over 50 worth it? If you use her, absolutely. Like there's no way you're gonna regret upgrading a Kalip. Yuki's best memory fragment set, order 2-piece. Yeah, order plus 2-piece I would say. But no, in general, especially it's the one that you have the best substats for, right? At the end of the day, it's just the set that you have the best substats for. Or at minimum the right main stats. That's kind of like the minimum, you know? So order's now better than broken sets. Yeah, like I'm assuming it, right? I'll obviously confirm it either today or tomorrow by building 2 equal sets and doing like a side by side. I guess it depends on your draw power, right? If you're only ever playing like 1 Yuki attack card per turn, it's definitely not worth it. But if you play at least 2 attack cards of a Yuki per turn, or during your damage turns, I guess, then it should be the most valuable option. Do you have any recommended equip / cards to unlock on the planets? I don't have a lot unlocked since I went ham on the Chaos event instead. Yeah. Can we do temporary return after beating this boss? Then we can talk a bit about planets, sure. I think we can, right? Oh fuck, I don't have any undos anymore. Now we lost the extra hit. Sad. Is forced learning apparatus good? Yes, absolutely. Is there a calculation or something on Veronica's best ballista? I don't know. They are good. I know they're good for different situations. The increased crit chance ballista seems to find a lot of favor. But then again, right? If you're like, I don't know, the best ballista is the one most suited to the situation, right? As you said, they all can have their strengths and weaknesses. If Ray autocasts the lead card, do you lose Dark Mist stance? Yes, you do. Yeah, the 50% create one more. Like the more ballistas you have, the bigger the impact of increased ballista damage, the bigger the impact of your basic damage. I agree. Alright, let's see. Do we want to... Yeah, I think we just want to hit harder. Can we do anything fancy here? No. At least we should be able to end him next turn. Alright, let's see what we can double. Who are mutations? Anybody that's passion weak. Like on the event planet, anybody that's passion weak. Ah, shit. Maybe snack time? I mean, it's a good damage bonus. Probably snack time. Doesn't have an epiphany as well yet. Nah, shit loot. Skip. Fuck yes, my man. Super fun to play. Nice. Alright, so, planets. Which planets would I prioritize getting cards from? Alright, let's go through them. So, Blue Pot, yes, you can do some really fun stuff with this item here. Like, this item on a Renoa, this item on a Nia, or like with a Renoa or a Nia in your team, this item with a Cassius in your team, really damn good, right? Because this doesn't have a stack cap. So if you, for example, discard 10 cards, that is plus 100% damage to any card of the wielder of the Dimensional Cube, right? Whoever has the Dimensional Cube benefits from the cards getting discarded. That item can make or break like a whole DPS setup. I don't really put too much into Moon of Destruction. You don't really need that one. Attunement is kind of useless. This one is good, right? Obsidian Sword is just a really good base weapon. Nice damage. 12% permanent damage bonus. Can't really complain about that. Quick Shelling depends, right? It's a pretty solid card. Costs nothing, draws one, does some damage. Only issue would be no haste. And Encouragement is legit whatever, right? So the key highlights here would be either you go to 15, right? You go to 15 to get the sword and then you stop, or you go all the way to 30. So that's Blue Pot. Then we have Twin Star Shadow. If you have a Kalib, if you have a Yuki, this planet can be your best friend. If not, it can eat you alive. But no, this immunity card, mostly irrelevant. This armor, mostly irrelevant. Prudence, you know, Prudence can be really good. But it's kind of like you're guaranteed to get a random legendary card. And now with the legendary cards available in the new season, this could be quite nice. But then again, it also decreases your chances of getting other divine epiphanies, or I guess state bonuses. Precision aim. Precision aim, really, really important if you want to do some funny shenanigans, right? If you want to do some funny shenanigans with the attunement card, right? The one that gives you 1 AP, 1 draw every time you draw it, so you can have it on hand because it has retain. Use precision aim, put it back, draw it again, get the AP, get the draw. So precision aim quite huge. Could even work could also work wonders if you're running a Veronica with a Yuki. You can use this to put Yuki cards back on the top of the draw pile, so you can draw them again. And the weapon here, I don't know. I don't really think too much about it. Like maybe on like a Haru, but it's only a 25% and only for the first. No, wait. 1 time per turn increased damage amount of attack cards. That shouldn't disappear. I mean, it's a decent weapon, but I don't think it's anything crazy. So here the highlight would be precision aim. So 25. And then City of Mist is where you get Belligerence. Right here, Belligerence, really good on somebody like a Rin, on a Yuki. It does require some forethought. Either you delete all the attack cards of other guys, or you just play them before you play this card. But a draw 2 at 0 cost with some vulnerability epiphany, AP epiphany, stuff like that can be quite nasty. And the weapon, honestly, this shit is unimportant. So if you go to 25, you're pretty much done. This Tranquility is also kind of a... I wouldn't really pick it if I had to pick between it and something else. Now, Swamp of Judgment. Let's see right here. Prepare for battle. Honestly, the times I used this, it felt like it was just clunking my deck with way too many random cards. So unless you're really interested in RNG fests and kind of praying to the gods that you get some good cards, Prepare for Battle can actually screw you rather than help you. This Ether event is only it's the Rainbow Dog. This one, Dimensional Twilight or like challenge boss stages, really good. During a Chaos run, I guess also good, but if it's like a drawn out battle, this thing, basically what it does is that for the first turn, any leftover AP you have, you carry into turn 2. So if you, for example, have 4 AP left over, you then carry over 4 AP, and then your next turn you have 7 AP to spend. The Emblem of Exception Entity is plus 30% damage to any damage multipliers of the unit that has it. It's damage done. It's plus 30. Alright, and then weapon. Yeah, that's the weapon. So for example, on a Mika, that storage is really good. Can allow you to do some crazy things turn 2. Yeah, and then we have Foretold Ruins. This card, it's the next best thing after Gear Bag. Draws more, does cost you 1 AP instead of costing you no AP through combo, but it does draw more. And also has some more interesting, epiphanies as well on top. The weapon, I don't really put too much into that. So for most planets, you're best off just being on 25. The 30 besides the first planet isn't that crazy, but there's some really sweet neutral cards in here. Just realized so severely this game is lacking content which uses the save data you farm once you've completed the main dimension thingy. I mean, that's what they're adding, right? Like that is exactly what this season is here for. Like you see this boss or this boss stage here, Nebula Distortion. We're getting 3 bosses where you can use your save data, and this one is a whole another game mode that's also going to use your save data. And then I guess on the side you have like battle missions and stuff, right? And the weekly boss. Huh? And I guess the other dungeons as well, though they aren't that difficult. Huh? Please also review the Lab 0 cards. Whoops, we're already in. 1 morale per action point or 1 action point for elites and bosses. Probably 1 AP for elites and bosses. More AP is more good. Okay, can we get a double tunnel? Oh, we do have a double tunnel. So this should be a forbidden tunnel. Though I heavily doubt we're actually going to get anything useful from it. Alright, give me the AP. Give me the morale I meant. Draw me a card. Nice. Enter into the stance. Do the damage. Get rid of schizophrenia. Oh, good stuff. I mean, a double question mark is pretty much a guarantee that you're going to get a forbidden tunnel, right? So I just mumble-jumbled the words together. So what I meant to say is the fact that the double question mark in a row basically means forbidden tunnel. So forbidden tunnel should then give us some some nice rewards. I don't even know how I would feel about getting a forbidden card in the second part of the map, because that might actually cost us our life. Belligerence. I mean, belligerence, it's fine, right? I think sometimes I pronounce it well, sometimes I butcher it. You just have to deal with it, you know? You just have to deal with it. Alright, we get some decent attacks in. Hey, crit! Wait. Hold up. Look at this. 9.5% crit chance. Oh yeah. Look at our rinse attack. What do you think? 1216 on a non-stat boosting weapon without any stat boosting equipment. That's some sweet attack, ain't it? Yes, we still run the attack percent 4 piece on our Rin, which is the reason why our attack is so high. Alright, training, give me a good card. Ooh! Forbidden algorithm, time to gamble on our on our Rin. Might end up being worth it. Mika Yuki Kalipa's dog walker, he'll regret meeting us. He probably will. He probably will. Okay, let's reduce the cost of Forbidden Algorithm by 1. Then we play it. What do we get? Ooh, double epiphany, nice. Bye bye. Do you find the 4-star attack percent better than your typical crit piece? It's only because we have some, at least for the time that the game's been out, we have some outrageous substats. Like we have a really good attack percent main stat piece, though it probably would have been better if it was crit damage instead of attack in terms of like raw damage value. What do you think about 971 attack, 59% crit chance and 210% crit damage Rin? That's a lot of fucking crit damage. She should hit like a truck. Ooh, look at how much damage my guy is doing. Why is he doing debilitating? When a monster acts, apply to vulnerable. That is fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. Now we somehow need to enter stance. Otherwise we might be in trouble. That's why you kill the monster first? I can also just kill him before he bites me. How about that? We got 6 vulnerable stacks. Yeah, but at least it only would... but the question is how many times would he have bitten us, yeah. Ooh, draw 1 on sadism. Damn. Look at this sadism value. It is lead, 1 vulnerable, 1 cost down for attack cards, and draw 1. That is a really good sadism. Damn. That's an impressive sadism. Hey, Dimension Tunnel. Now, do we get a forbidden card? I would say no. I don't even know if you can get forbidden cards in the second part of a map. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So, has any of you seen forbidden cards in the second part of a map? You had it once. Okay. No, you did. Okay. So it is possible then. No, only get it in first. No, I haven't. Not in the interior. Yes, got it once. So it seems to be possible then. My brother said it can. Okay. I think it did, but I didn't get the one in the first tunnel. So we just got unlucky again, I guess. I haven't done like 10 runs. Yeah, I mean, I've done like 30, 40. I don't know. Okay, maybe not that many. But a lot. And I also haven't seen it yet. But hey, it seems possible. Seems like it's something that can happen. But you can only get one total. I've only ever gotten one forbidden card. Maybe if you don't get it in the first, you can get it in the second. Yeah, it's probably a requirement, right? Not getting it in the first to get it in the second. Okay, we should be able to run end here. Or I guess fight end and then just we heal ourselves. There's an event that allows you to forbidden card copy. Yeah, it's the rare version of the copy event. I didn't pull on the banner. I haven't done a single summon on the partner banner. I bought Scarlet with 300 currency. Ching. Oh, triple crit. You're torn between Scarlet and Briar. Ooh, I mean, Briar is basically Kayron, whereas Scarlet you could use on more units, but then again, nothing's wrong with just hyper-focusing on one unit. I feel like though, from raw value, it is crazy what you can do with the Briar ego skill. Does removing workers will cost a 20 penalty? Yes. What would be the jump difference between a Briar Enforcer versus Scarlet and Lillian? Oof. It's hard to say, but I mean, Briar opens up combos that you'll never be able to pull off with a Eloise, right? Whereas Scarlet is probably a bigger jump. Briar has to be the bigger jump between Lillian Scarlet versus Briar Eloise. 3.2k HP, that Rin is healthy. Yep, she's been eating good. She's been eating good, that's for sure. How do you have so much HP? Do we have the 12% item? Yeah, look. So we have this chest piece giving us 12% max HP, and we get a Fate. We get a Divine Encounter at the beginning of the run, giving us 20% max HP, and then we have max level on the Zero system. That's how we got to that. Oh, and I guess we're wearing max HP set on both Mika and Nia. Both Mika and Rin. You can see their health being 858 and 884 respectively. So, yeah, they're quite chunky. Any advice in pulling for a new character? I mean, it's standard gacha advice, right? Supports usually last longer than DPS in terms of meta or anti-power creep or anything like that. But I wouldn't focus too much on meta here. Ooh, morale 2, 1 cost reduction with lead. Sure, let's pick that. I don't know, honestly, pick if you like a character. Like, if you truly like a character, especially, for example, here with the forbidden cards, you can make anybody work. So, yeah, I don't think you have to be too focused on stuff like that. Why max health when healing scales with defense for Mika? Because my Mika is in a 2-2 set. She has the max health set and she has the defense set. Like, there isn't much more you can do with the support. Like, a support gets the defense percent set. A support can get maybe like the basic card set. But the only other thing they have is max HP, right? Max HP set. Oh, and then they also obviously have a goblet, right? They have a goblet and necklace on health percent. Oh man, I'm late. Oh, where were you yesterday? Are you okay? Man, imagine streaming not one time and all of a sudden people are asking if you're okay. Should I invest in Selena or do I start focusing on getting my level 60 characters? Character. How about you started with saying level 60 character because you want to pick your main DPS, your hyper carry, your favorite character, and you bring that guy to 60, and you better keep your supports on 50. Not streaming every day, how dare I? Yeah, crazy, right? Alea? Should I really level 60 or Alea? Yeah, who cares? Level 60 or Alea, get her the potential and get 6% crit chance for whoever you pair her with. We'll eventually get every character to 60, but we are what? Close to 1 month in? We just didn't have the time to accumulate the resources to, you could say, afford, right? To actually afford that level of spendfulness, wastefulness, I don't know, investment, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm Nevrin. I don't know if Khalib is called a DPS or whatever, or whether I should go Mei Lin, but I have bad luck getting good cards. If you want to know who to upgrade to 60 between Mei Lin and Khalib, it's probably going to be Mei Lin. Just more value, easier to make use of. But then again, bringing Khalib to 60 is never something you're going to be regretting. So you can't really go too wrong. Just upgrade whoever you want and you'll be fine. Can you use Renoa in this team instead of a Rin? Yes, you could. It's just that you would be better off running like a Nia or a Cassius instead of a Mika for a Renoa. Because Renoa is quite AP cheap. And she really prefers if you have a bunch of card draw, card discard, and shenanigans, interactions like that. But no, there's absolutely no problem running Mika, Ray, Renoa. DPS 3 team viable, so long as you don't have no safe zones, you should be fine. It just depends. Like if you have, okay, for example, if you have Kayron, right? Or like a DPS that for some reason also has sustain in their kit, sure. But the time that a 3 DPS team fails, oh fuck. So the time that a 3 DPS team fails is when you get hit, right? When you get hit for 1 or 2 turns. How big is the jump from Rin E1 to E2? Barely noticeable, like 200 to 400 damage more per turn. Oh, well, 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 would you look at this? Okay, it's game time.
切り倒します。気を集めます。命令を、心を鎮めましょう。呼びましたか。一味違いますよ。切り倒します。沈み込む黒い
霧。No, we're currently using 4-piece, 2-piece on Yuki. Fuck! What a terrible draw hand to start this fight with.
切り倒します。命令を素早く。見事な攻撃でしたわ。一等斬。はい。命令を切り倒します。呼びましたか。命令を切り倒します。
Crit! Ah, fuck. Is it worth it? Losing the stance? No, we're only taking minimal damage. We should be fine. Where's Yuki, little bro? Good question, huh? Where's Yuki when you need her? Where is Yuki when you need her? She's at the end of the universe. Chilling, laughing at you, being like, hey yo! What is this? The one time I am needed, I am not here. Huh? Alright, fuck me. Sideways. That's not good. I mean, that'd be big damage, but we kinda have to get rid of these dogs. At least our Rin is not close to breakdown. Okay, now we can finally do a little bit of striking back. Or maybe not. I mean, no. I think we can sacrifice the turn here to do some damage. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's get some more vulnerabilities on. Oh, maybe we can kill him. Nice. With all the changes, what do you think is the best equipment? Honestly, like Mei Lin still has the easiest time running 2-2-2, right? You go basic set, you go attack set, and you go crit set. And on Rin, you're a bit more flexible for sure. Okay, here we should be fine, and we just go for as many skill cards as possible. Turn off the turn notifications. No, I'm scared that I accidentally hit it and then regret it. So I won't do that for now. Alright. Crit? Thank you. Yeah, and I think we just go all in on the guy. Nice.
ました。役に立ちましたか。確認します。元気が出ましたか。手伝います。この身を刀にして。任せてください。切り倒します。沈み込む黒い
ハウンドマスター Is 40% crit chance, 150% crit damage on melee decent, especially if you pick the crit chance, you know what, right? The crit chance gauntlet upgrade thing? Definitely. Ooh, do we get the... okay, come on. Hook me up, hook me up. Maybe snack time? Because now we have 3 snack times. Could be fun. Oh, nom 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 nom. Yes. Nom 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 nom. Snack time. Okay, cards to remove. Yeah. Water arrow. I agree. You want cookies now? Same. I wish I had some cookies. Alright. Cloud walking shoes. Brainwashing helmet. Nothing else. Crimson sword, psionic suit, sneering dagger. But we don't have that many coins. Okay. Let's go for training. Ooh. Do we go with another forbidden algorithm? Probably not. We're best off just getting the cost reduction for cards in hand. And then... maybe just refreshing some more, seeing if we can pick up another season-based card. Another sadism. You know, you can never have too many... okay, you can have too many sadisms, but... I think the amount we have shouldn't be qualifying as too many. Are in basic attack cards the target of removing the 2-cost one? For me, specifically right now... due to me running the 1-cost set, so the 2-cost one is a goner. The more sources you have of entering a Rin stance, the more you want to get rid of the card. So for example, if you get like a drawing slash copy, you can get rid of more, and also the shield, right? The Rin shield needs to go. Yeah. Would be happy if all characters of the season got inspiration cards, work together as a team. Yeah. Another sadism. That's too many sadisms. Like, I know I said that you can never have too many, but I think we've reached the point where it might just be too many, you know? It might just be too many. You only remove the shield. Also the 2-cost, usually. Okay, somebody said we're meant to fight him and we get a different legendary piece of equipment. I want a neutral card. Come on. Ooh, nice. Forced learning apparatus. We can also stuff that into our array. Our array has a bunch of cards. You know, our array might actually be in the realm of, oh fuck, maybe we need to whip out the calculator. Oh shit, that's a lot of cards. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, because we're copying is, no, first duplication is free, so nothing, another 20, because it's, I think, second replication, or it's like 10, this is 20, so, I don't know, like 110, 150, at least we haven't removed the card yet. That's probably the only saving grace here. Which means it's time we remove a Ray card, right? Like, that's the only logical conclusion to what we're seeing here. And then we Surely we'll be fine. Surely. Alright, final boss time. The enemy is 10 times our HP? Yes, yes it is. Hey! Give it back. Motherfucker. Alright, gear back. Give me something useful. Oh! Ah, there we go. I was wondering, I was feeling like we were missing a card, you know? Like I had that feeling that, you know, something was missing. Something wasn't quite right. Apparently we were missing a win card. Not that the card does much, but hey. You just two-turned the second boss? Nice. Alright, some decent hits. You know, it's gonna be funny when we push him below 30% HP, because the moment, or whatever mark HP this is, the moment we push him below that, we're gonna be on a clock. That's for sure. I mean, we're technically already on a clock right now. We could overshield. Yeah. Maybe we do that. Nice. And then we get some more cards. And then we boost our damage. Hey, at least a break. I don't need the mutant sample. I'm keeping it in hand so I have more cards in hand. Because one of the set effects, right? No, one of like the card requirements is for our you know the thing, right? The one that reduces the cost of a card in hand if you have more than 6 cards, right? That's why we're keeping the mutant sample. Alright, confusion. Hey, welcome back, Ray. I didn't even know I was missing you. Sure, give me more IP. Never bad to use a 0-cost one. Nice. Okay, sweet. Come on, draw something expensive. Close enough. The cost reduction here is actually a DPS loss for us. And you know what? I feel like if we hit him here, we probably die, don't we? Doesn't he like change his action to... You know what? You don't know if you don't find out. No, we still standing. That's good. Very good. Alright, we have around, like, what, 2 turns left to deal 11,000 damage? And we just kind of hope that he doesn't take away our Mika. Huh? No, wait, that he doesn't take our Rin, right? If he takes our Rin, things aren't looking too good. Things are not looking too good. We're going to lose her here anyway. We have 7 buffs. Oh, nice. Godly pull. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be Mika that goes breakdown. I don't think we can actually save ourselves here. 1,600 damage. Okay, so 5,400 in 1 turn next turn. Alright. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, we can get our cards back. Alright. Do we go for the multi-hitter? Or do we go for the bonus? I'll probably do the multi-hit. Nice. Cards are back. Yeah, I think we won this. Unless he attacks us mid-turn, which I would call a certified bitch move. So... we didn't really get a lot of like Rin related epiphanies or something, but we still did make it through at the end. The fuck is this? You see this? We can copy a gear bag that has a latent epiphany. There's no way we keep the snack times, right? How does that even work? How do we have a gear bag that has a latent epiphany? How does it even work? But probably because Mika's mind broken, huh? Was a Mika one. Do you notice you don't really get epiphanies for DPSs? See, that's the thing. We took so many neutral cards. It would have been weird if we did, right? Yeah, we had like, I think our Ray alone had like 10. Alright, let's see how many cards we keep on our Ray. And as also as well what we're allowed to keep. I mean, we can heal him straight away. I know we could check it out earlier, but I need affinity on my Rin, and I don't mind. You have 15 cards? Yes, we had too many cards. Maybe we kept 4 snacks, maybe we did not. We probably got the basic back at the minimum. Now, who cares about Mika, right? Does recovery percentage matter? No. I was only 10. But with some annoying multipliers instead of like an easy 10. Forbidden Hunger build? I mean, obviously. But if you don't get the Forbidden Hunger card, you can't play a build. I think I have a pretty good save data on Yuki. It could be better. But it is pretty good for the amount of time the season has been out. Alright, let's check it out. What did we keep? What did we keep on Ray? What did they allow us to keep? 17 card save deck, huh? So we have 3 sadisms, 1 with an epiphany, 2 normal ones, 2 gear bags, double lead cards, epiphany on dark condensation, and a triple snack time. And one of the snack times lost its epiphany. You know, the reason why this isn't too bad is because we can use snack time to exhaust the dark blades, right? For example. And we have 5 lead cards that we can all play with the multifaceted parallel universe. So, you know, it's not the worst save ever. Yep, we maxed out at 160. Indeed, we did. Let's check in with our Rin. Our Rin should have been very light on save data, huh? Yeah, 110. She barely had anything. We transformed a basic. We cut the shield. And we got 3 neutral cards. 1 with a godly epiphany. Did I yet to take... I have yet to take out the level 9 distortion boss. Haven't yet bothered with him enough. So time consuming to get a good bit in save data. For people working and trying to play, it's very hard currently. That is very true. It's something the devs acknowledged and said that they were looking into. As like one of their main points in the last patch notes. So we have to see what they do with it. Yeah. Come on. Just have no life easy. Smart. You roll tier 14, 15 on Nightmare mode or level 80 planet where they have really shitty debuffs for 40 elite, boss and HP, nice 70 credit and 1 random discard. What to do? Give up on it. Like, you have 2 choices, big guy. You either take it and you probably lose, but you could win, or you don't take it, right? You don't really lose too much besides time. If you want to change your save, play it. If you want to play a map where you have a higher success chance, it's probably not that one. Have I already tried running both Yuki and Rin in the same team? I feel like that's going to end in disaster. But we could try it. So it would be Rin, Yuki, Mika, right? If we were to run the 2 of them in the team. Yeah, like this... That team would probably end in utter disaster, because they would be stealing the stances from each other like there's no tomorrow. There's no, like, connection between the 2. But it would certainly be a team. Would be a team. You got a raid today with 78,320 save data with 15 cards and a couple of Divine Epiphanies. Nice. Okay, on the note of level 11 difficulty. Let's see if we can roll ourselves a nice chaos. Save data value 10, huh? 10 again. 10 again. Again. 11. 10. 12. 12. 11. 10. 13. 10. Okay, yeah, sure. Fuck it. 12. 12, 10, 11, 11, 12, 10, 12, 11, 12, 12, 12, 11, 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, 12, 10, 12, 11, 12. 11, 10, 12, 12, 13, 11, 13, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 10, 13, 12, 12. What the fuck? Can I please get something higher? Jesus Christ. Is it? What is this? This is difficulty 11. There ain't no higher. There ain't no higher. Highest should be 14. But I don't know if we'll see this here. I mean, it's meant to be, right? It's fucking level 130 people. 12, 11, 10, 12, 10. We've done over 50 refreshes. God damn. We're getting close to 100 refreshes. Alright, that was around 100 something refreshes. Yeah, Veronica is a rabbit. Or something like that. She has identity struggle between being a hamster and a rabbit. She doesn't quite know what she is. Dude, tier 13 is max. So the only way to get 14 would be zero system. That's kind of weird. I mean, I guess. Then we go back to 8. Like, look at this. Why would I go through the trouble of playing a difficulty 11 if I can get the same save data cap on difficulty 8, right? Like, look at these debuffs. Like, this map is a godsend, huh? Yeah, Yuki with barrel goes quite nice. You did tier 15 today on difficulty 8. I mean, shit doesn't seem to want to exist. You got after 1,000? Dude, we just used close to 3,000. Does Gong reset each battle? It's not your max health. It's only damage equivalent to your max health that you take at the start of every turn. Is it needed to beat 9, 10, and 11? Honestly, no. People just like to see it. Imagine if they unlocked the 3 difficulties and forgot to adjust the tier levels. Watching a man click a button with no reward and slowly lose all resources. This is what a gacha is really about. Yep. That is truly what it's all about in the end, isn't it? It's the losses we made along the way. You hope Sereni is an AP generator. Maybe she is. Any tips on Kentra's 9 stack? Use Tresor. I don't know. Use Tresor healing dagger upgrade build for the easiest time. Otherwise, bring a Mei Lin. Or, you know what I saw? I found that to be at least somewhat impressive. Was a 2-turn kill from a Luke. Let me see. Cesian Luke. 9 out of 9. I think it was like a Chinese video. But I found that to be very pleasing. Let me see if I can find it. Was it on a different account? This one? No. Emergency patch. Damn. Yeah, 1 turn. Was it 1 turn? I don't even know. Was it 1 turn or 2 turn? I'm unsure. I just thought it stuck with me because a lot of people are like always like, ooh, Luke, you know, does he even do something? Let me see if I can find it. I'm unsure where I watched it. Shouldn't be too many. Wait. Has to be on this one. Want to see me play Renoa? I would like to upgrade Renoa to 60 before that. If I can, you know. Yeah, shit, I can't find it. It's in Chinese. Exactly, I can't write Chinese, so I'm not able to easily find it. Exactly. Exactly. Now it's been Yuki been out for a while. What are you considering her best teammates? I've been having a lot of fun with Yuki, Renoa, and Nia, but I'm looking to test other comms. You can try out Ray. Ray goes quite well with Yuki. And let's see. Ray goes quite well with Yuki. Cassius can be quite nice. Or Leia, outside of Chaos, especially as a damage booster. Yeah. Why just put so many cards on Ray? Almost aren't most people trying to thin their deck as much as possible? I don't know. I like the draw power. I like the draw power of the current state of neutral cards. So, in my mind, unless you obviously care about enemy turn meter, if I get a card that replicates itself, I don't mind having too many cards in the deck, right? Like, for example, a card like this, Confiscation, costs me nothing, replaces itself, potentially draws me 2 cards, so long as I have a forbidden card. Or I guess Sadism technically costs me nothing. It's a 0 cost card with 1 vulnerable. If I play it, I reduce the cost of an attack card. So yeah, I don't know. I just really like the neutral cards at the moment. Wanna take all of them. If the plus 5% attack card extra hit applies to Veronica's Ballistas, 5% attack card extra hit, or the chance to do an extra hit at 5% probably applies to Ballistas as well. Show us a Luke build. You know, now that we have some good order pieces, we can probably just move all the pieces over from Yuki straight to my Luke. Should we play level 60 Luke? Does anybody want to see level 60 Luke? Yes, no, maybe? Any takers? Any interested people in level 60 Luke taking on the Chaos? Yeah? No? Yeah? I mean, now that we have the order set, you know, we at least can make some use of it. Right here, and then technically we go this one. But damn, our base attack. So for me to upgrade him, close your eyes. Close your eyes, people. Ah, shit, we're missing experience. Tough. Tough, 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 tough. So much. So much resources. You know, maybe I need to do battle missions to get some more. Ah, shit. I mean, I can get credits from the battle missions. I would need to play what? Experience simulation? Ew. That's disgusting. Can I buy character experience maybe? From the supply store? Or did I buy it all already? Oh! Ah, but it's so expensive. It can't be a good deal, right? 50, 200 limit. I could buy 100 for 5,000. There's no way that's a good deal. Ah, we can do Luke tomorrow. We can do Luke tomorrow. I can upgrade Luke. I can have this stuff run on auto on the side. I can use some of my stamina. I can do the battle missions. We can do Luke tomorrow. We already have our 3-hour mark. So yeah, I think we can have some Luke fun tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll even pair him up with Lucas. I'll have to see about that. Well, I think it's a good time. Do Kairon? What the fuck? No. So expensive. How would I afford a Kairon? Did they say anything about making things cost way less units? No. They said we're going to get some more units in the future. They're also going to try and work on reducing the zero cost, like they reduced the planet cost for the zero system. I mean, if you're playing the seasonal content, look at this. If my zero system, if I want to fuse a map, like here, let's see. If I want to fuse a map, I have 3 free fuses just from the seasonals accumulating, which is quite nice. Can we get something sweet? Oh. How much attack is required for win with the last potential? 1,000 total. No, 900 total was it, right? No, 1,000 total. So it's 600 for the 5% crit chance, and then every 40 above up to 10 times is 10%, so it's 1,000. But the 1,000 is only it like stacks during a run, right? So if you get like an attack piece during a run, 0 boost during a run, that's also going to work towards this unique stat potential. You don't have to hit it from gear alone. You don't have to hit it from gear alone. You don't need something like this, right? It's just a bit silly that we somehow still managed to make it onto 1,000. It's a silly coincidence, alright? A silly coincidence. Oh, crit chance? Meh. 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 Ah, bunch of meh pieces. Bunch of meh. Alright, time to dismantle some. Is there anything I want to craft? We can continue crafting order set, but I already have so many order pieces. Whatever. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Give me attack percent. Roll everything into crit chance. Okay. That piece is a goner. That piece is a goner. No way I'm touching that again. Yep. That piece is also a goner. Attack flat / crit damage? Yep. Nope. Alright. I tried. You know, try to give these pieces a home. Try to give them the love that they desire. But apparently, it's not in the cards. Lucky Luke? Unfortunately not. Or maybe not lucky with the upgrades. Yes, justice damage is better than attack percent. What is considered training? In a safe zone, like in the campfire, not resting but training. You have a void goblet on Rin? Yes, I do. I do. Attack or defense on Khalib with pieces? Defense. So basically we're supposed to only use stamina on the unit dungeon past 50. I mean, you can also chill on the amount of characters you upgrade and then just get units through battle missions. Like, for example, right here. Or you just farm, when you farm gear, you get, for 60 farming gear, you get like 32,000 units. And then, for example, if you get like a policy mission, right? Like, for example, here. Oh, this one is a bad example. This one doesn't even give units. Why? This one? Yeah, see? Like, for example, here. That's pretty big. Like, that helps quite a lot. So yeah, there's some really nice policy-related battle missions. Or this one, another one. Again, 56,000. Right? 56,010, and that's just one of two. The second one gives the same as well, or here like a 1 of 3. Also another 56, so that's like 200,000 right there. These battle missions I think we've done already. Yeah. Chapter 3 right here, we also have 50,000. Here's another 50. This one we haven't done. It's another 50. Chapter 2, same scenario. Boom. 34. Here's some more. Right? So, you know, battle missions from policies go kinda nuts. They do. Extra reward chance when going on an incursion. Surely that's gonna come in useful. Okay, give me a Yuki excursion. Oh, it's a Rin one. We take Rin. We like that. Level 40 to 50 takes forever. Yeah, just make sure you don't spend all your units. Like, you should be able to move into level 50 with like 3 million plus units if you play your cards right. If you don't waste them somewhere. So... Ah, you're talking about these other two characters here? Yeah, they might just be new champions, huh? Or I guess new units. They could be part of season 2, these two. Here, these two. Yeah. We kind of have like an idol, probably a support. And then we have this dude right, or girl right here with the elf ears. Who's that behind there? Who's this? You know, you see who I mean? Like behind. Who's that? Is that somebody we know? Like, who's that unit at the bottom left? Top left. Luce? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she might. Yeah, she's probably gonna release, right? So we know her, but the other two, I don't think we know them. Hey, there's Shizuru. You might not see her, but these are clearly Shizuru's assets. So, so we have Renoa, we have Shizuru, we have Beryl, we have Keiron, we have Luke. And then we have Idol Lady, Luce, and yeah, whoever this elf lady is. Or elf guy. I don't know. Might be a guy. Yeah, sure. Here. Surely this is what she's gonna do. Plus AP. Plus damage. You know? That's what she's gonna be. She's gonna be the ultimate support. She's gonna have a bunch of AP. She's gonna have a bunch of damage, and then she also has a bunch of draw, you know? So that's what she's gonna be. She's gonna have AP, she's gonna have damage, she's gonna have draw. Surely, right? You want more creative supports like Nia or Leia? Surely. One of them's probably a partner. Maybe, yeah, with the fact that all the good designs are usually partners, that might just be the case. That might just be the case. You want Mika 5-star enough DPS already? Oh, relax. What do you mean enough DPS already? Like, think about a team. In a team, you run 1 or 2 DPSs, 1 or 2 supports. Like, having too many supports also ain't that crazy. Like, most of the characters in the game are DPSs, and most of the characters we will be getting will be DPSs or DPS related in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, that's just that, right? Like, I don't think it's too much of a problem here, because you can always just build a 3-man team, slap a DPS or even 2 on, and then just have fun. I don't think we need like 100 supports. You need a passion ray for Veronica and Maylin? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Tank needs buffs? No. Like, here. Magna can hit some nasty clips with some of her, like, vulnerable into AoE defense-based damage 2 cost. Or just in general, right, with her counters. Like, sure, what we need is less of a turn restriction, right? And also Kalib. I mean, Kalib, she's doing what Kalib is doing. A lot of the DPS units can be made into supports with draw effects. Also possible. Free to play with Rin, Haru, Veronica, Kalib, and Olea +1 got 150 standard pulls saved. Do I keep waiting until more characters are added, or use them now for chances at getting dupes? You know, that is something that is entirely up to you. Both ends of the spectrum are valid, right? Summoning here so you can get more dupes or more new 5-star characters is valid, but waiting until everybody else enters the pool works as well, right? Like, it depends on how interested you are in the designs of like Yuki, Shizuru, Serenial, because they will all enter the standard pool. Like, I don't think there's any right or wrong, right? It really depends on your RNG at when you summon. And you just want the game to come out of beta? That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you think they should buff unit farming? It's the usual with any gacha game. At the beginning of a gacha game, you're down on units, you're down on currency, and you kind of have to focus on one character. But I already see myself not having that many problems the moment we move into Season 2, right? Like, by the time Season 2 rolls around, I probably have like, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 60s, 7 60s, 8 60s, I don't know. Any character I really want to play is at minimum going to be able to be level 50. I really do think it's more of a temporary problem. And then there will be the point where you have like multi-millions of units lying around. after like, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I think it's more temporary. But sure, more rewards are always good. We are going to be millionaires, that we will. Maribel should get some love. Her niche is kind of weak right now. Nobody really wants a counter-attack focused tank. Yeah, I mean, I guess the problem why you wouldn't want that is due to like the turn limit, right? If there wasn't a turn limit on base and of hyperspace, but more like a just beat it type scenario, you could definitely cook something up, something devious. But yeah, I guess like that it's more restricted, huh? Maiden on level 1, what's going on? I don't want to play her. Like, at the moment, I don't feel like wanting to play Mei Lin. I have no interest in playing Mei Lin because I can play all my free-to-play on the side when I want to. Mei Lin hater confirmed? No, I'm one of the biggest Mei Lin glazers. That just doesn't mean I have to bring Veronica Mei Lin into every single piece of content, right? So, Dimensional Twilight when? I don't know. I don't think I take the Dimensional Twilight too seriously. Because I can just use my Yuki. And she's going to absolutely annihilate everything, right? Not only do we have the 50% increase to inspiration, but my Yuki herself is just a good Yuki, right? And there's nothing I can show anybody with that. Because the response is always going to be, who cares? You're using Yuki on a stage where Yuki is buffed, having her deal big damage. And I don't know. Like, Dimensional Twilight is not something that I like think about clearing like day one. So if we don't have Yuki, it's GG. Oh no, absolutely, you don't need Yuki, right? You can still use Mei Lin. You can use Keiron. You can use Rin. There's so many units you can use. You absolutely don't have to use Yuki. It's just if you use Yuki, it is easier. But then again, that's the beauty, right? Like, you could basically just use the teams you've run last Dimensional Twilight and you'll be just fine. You gotta draw 4 on Forbidden Algorithm. Draw 4? Holy shit. That's a lot. So you got like a draw 3 plus a draw 1 Godly Epiphany? Nice. Have you played much with your Luke E2 plus Janet? Thoughts on them? You know, the times that I played with them, I mean, obviously we'll play it some more tomorrow. But I kind of felt like... It feels a bit weird, because if you're playing Luke, you're basically taking more actions. So you're always going to get like the counter punch from the enemies. Also, why is Luke's potential the way it is? You know what I mean? Crazy times. Wait, do I have enough to get the potential for Luke if I wanted to? No. Oh. Oh no, I do have, but I would need to get 56 crystals. That's a lot of crystals. What's the best anchor shot epiphany? Probably the combo one. Or maybe the return on crit. Like, combo has the highest ceiling. Return on crit can be the most consistent. It just depends, right? Like, return on crit is really good if you start to get... If you have Haru E2, right? Yeah, combo is pretty damn good. Upon crit, return is pretty damn good. This one can do ridiculous damage, but it requires big setup. And this one's just okay, right? It's just pretty alright. 33k damage on Luke in 1 turn. Yep. Like, the secret to Luke should be as much morale, as big of an additive damage bonus as possible. So that every one of your bullets just hits the hardest, right? And then also just get as many bullets as possible so that you can get some ridiculous Dance of the Demons off. And then obviously if you have, instead of just one, if you have 2 Dance of the Demons, right? That's just... Like, if you have a perfect turn with Luke, you're doing some disgusting shenanigans. Is Luke good? Luke is not bad. Luke is not bad, but he's also someone that needs investment, right? If you want to see like the best results from a Luke, you need investments, and he definitely shines more outside of Chaos than inside of Chaos. But yeah, look at these multipliers, right? Like, bullets inherently, multiplicative damage bonuses on Luke, they really don't do much. They really don't. Luke needs the 60% potential. I mean, if you look at it realistically, I mean, it doesn't have a cap, right? That's kind of good that it doesn't have a cap. So you get 3% handgun bullet damage, and then you can potentially, should you get to 60% crit chance, like 100% crit chance, 60 additional, you could get 10, 12, you could get that 12 times 2, 24. So you could get a hypothetical 27% handgun bullet damage. Hypothetical. What do you think Serenity's element is going to be? Pff, instinct, probably. I don't know, she looks like an instinct unit to me. So then we would have an Order, a Void, and an instinct unit this season. Also, I don't know why, but the game really likes to make all controllers instinct, huh? Like, why are all our supports instinct? Yeah, I know Ray, right? But why are... Why are like 90% or whatever percent? Look at the controllers. We have 5 controllers total, and 3 of them are instinct. Yeah. Yuki, Shizuru, and Serenia all strikers. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Memory sets to use on Khalib. So, memory sets to use on Khalib. Line of Justice for the crit chance. 4-piece. Like, definitely you want the Tetris Authority for the 12% defense. And then 4-piece wise, you have the Line of Justice, you have the Instinct set, or you could also go 2-piece, which would be Tetris Authority with Executioner's Tools, and yeah, I don't know, I guess the basic set? Or Agony set, if you can apply Agony with either your Vulture launchers or something. But yeah, no, these 2 sets are pretty damn good, this one's pretty damn good, and then it's kind of like between these 4 in some type of combination with maybe the Agony set and potentially the basic set. Is the defense set better than the crit 2 set? It depends on your crit chance, right? The lower your crit chance, the better the defense set. The higher your crit chance, the better the crit damage set. The last potential once a Khalib was 700. I mean, yeah, sure, you can make that happen. But then again, I would mostly rely on items and zero system buffs to hit the 700 rather than hit it outright. Like, if I wanted to hit 700 on my Khalib, I'd definitely make use of potentially like a attack boosting item and at minimum the zero system stats and the stats from a weapon. Karen sucks because you need 2 supports and then the whole team uses the same neutral cards. Why would that be bad? Why would it be bad to use the same neutral cards on your whole team? Like, controller neutral cards are busted. How do you hit 1,000 on Haru? Zero system buffs, weapon, and then, or mainly the weapon, right? And then outside of that, you would obviously, yeah, go for, I guess, an attack percent goblet if you need it that desperately. The game has been amazing, but I think the stress system is too punishing. I mean, it's another layer of difficulty that you can absolutely manage. Like, for example, if you know you're going to go into stress, but like your current fight is a bit more laid back, you can just stall in the fight to go into stress, to not have to go into stress in like a bigger fight, right? It just, I don't know. I think it's fine. Like, sure, there are times where it completely fucks your run, but you brought yourself into that situation to some degree. Do you know why the Olea last potential is not working? We don't receive the crit chance bonus. Why wouldn't you not receive the crit chance bonus? It's for allies. It's for Olea's allies that get the crit chance. So you take Olea, take her into a run with some allies, and then those allies are gonna get 6% additional crit chance. Do you prefer Nia or Cass if you could only build one? Oof. I kind of like Nia a bit more because of her interactions with season-related cards and potentially Yuki. Doesn't work. I mean, I guess then they'll have to fix it at some point. Fucking last potentials. Like, I think Kairon's wasn't working. Rin's wasn't working. I guess that's gonna be then next on the list. A good retain DPS so Olea can shine? You're looking for a good retain DPS so that Olea can shine. The potential stat breakpoints are character sheet stats? You think? That they don't interact with having 800 before or after? That'd be interesting to see. Passing the breakpoints in combat doesn't count? Even with gear? I mean, let's see. We have 28% base, 21 here. Let's see, do I have a critless piece I can remove? Crit, 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 crit 1.7. Okay, so let's say we remove... It's a lot of crit loss. Alright, so we're down to 890. We're down to 39.9. 39.9. So let's see if we go above 39.9 if we go into a piece of combat with some extra gear. Not like it's too hard to test. And then we get ourselves our Rin. So 39.9 is what we keep in mind. Yep, and this one is going to add 80 to attack. Should push us above another threshold, no matter what. Right? Like if we check out the crit chance potential. 5% for greater than 600. Every 40 above that 1%. So... we should be higher than 39.9 going into this. Alright, let's see. It makes it a little tougher to hit these dash thresholds, doesn't it? I wonder if that's intended or not at this point. If it's intended, then holy shit, I guess my Rin build is better than I thought. So about that Khalib 700% attack potential. You know, at that point, you might as well forget about it and just be happy with the 300 defense one. Like, you might as well take the vulture ejection damage and shield gain and ignore the fucking attack one. I don't know. Is it worth running attack slot 5 for Gary? Who's Gary? Haru? Oh. I mean, is it worth to run an attack goblet to hit the 1000? I mean, 10% anchor shot should be base damage. Is that worth in comparison to losing the order damage percentage goblet? Probably not. I mean, a passion damage. You want to go for passion on Malin. How did we even get from Haru to Gary? But I mean, I guess, yeah, sure, Gary it is, right? Like, so now at least we know how to refer to Haru properly. We now found her true name. Tips for difficulty 5? Zero system or event? Who's Gary? Gary didn't deserve that. Your Renault has 60% crit and the last potential node doesn't work as well. Gary's Gary. Seems about right. 4-piece passion set for Malin? No. Malin is a 2-piece, 2-piece, 2-piece. Malin is attack, crit damage, and basic damage. 2-piece, 2-piece, 2-piece. You get Gary for pulling for Yuki. That's crazy. Is it better to have an attack goblet for Rin? I mean, I would probably still say no. Like, as crazy as it sounds, losing 2% crit chance for being at 920 instead of 1000 is still better. Like, you're still gaining more from a void goblet. Like, as much as it seems like a sweet thing to cap out on the additional crit chance here, it's not worth the trade-off. Is Gary a new upcoming character in the game? No, Gary was the last banner's character. I mean, Claudio-san, you would have to check it yourself. Go in, pick, look at your Malin's crit rate, play the card, and then look at your Malin's crit rate and see what happens. Alright, people. Appreciate it very much. I actually didn't manage to upload a video today. So, do I come up with one? Do I not upload a video for a whole day? Do I dare? Yes, Luke, tomorrow. We shall gun everybody down like it's a different country. Huh? How important are 6-star partners? You mean level 60 partners, or you mean 5-star partners in general? 5 stars, depending on the character, anywhere from like a 10 to a 20% damage increase. Leveling them to level 60 really isn't that important. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's kind of it. Starting to feel burned out after getting to level 50, Sag. I mean, you don't have to force yourself to play the game, right? You can just do less zero runs or farm more memory fragments until you get like a fun build. You can run it on the side. You could, for example, put down the game after having maxed out, I don't know, the weekly chaos. Like if it's getting too much, then just play less. Alright. Appreciate it very much. We see each other in the next one. I shall see if I make a video. Maybe I'll think of something smart. Peace.